I didn't even open TikTok yet, so
I know that
whatever.
sound.
I know, I know that feeling. Like, oh yeah, oopsie, I didn't do that yet,
'Cause I
but we're
gotta
in
open all
there.
my other stuff first. I do that. I have to do YouTube and Twitch first before I can do TikTok
Yup, that is the
because
one
of my
thing.
virtual cam. Yeah.
All right, so we should be live. Let's make sure. Yep, we're on. Sweet. Everywhere but TikTok. TikTok survives. Wait, talk for a second?
I'm talking.
Oh, okay. I forgot that TikTok was being really dumb yesterday with my audio sounds. Is it fixed now? No. General settings. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be, but it's not registering you talking. Okay,
Uh-oh.
talk.
I'm talking. Testing.
All right, I'm gonna have to send it. Wait, is that what I have that on? Oh, why is that not working? See, guys, just so you know, I absolutely hate TikTok. It is the worst integration system.
It's because it wants to be separate. It wants to be OBS without being OBS.
See, but the thing, you know what? I'm just gonna delete it and then see what it do. Okay, delete. Now let's try adding audio again. Okay, talk. Nope.
Testing. Nope.
Oh, yeah,
Nothing.
you suck. Which is crazy because it's sending it there. Like, it should be picking you up, but it's not.
So weird.
I have to figure out a different place to send it to, I guess. Because it should at least be picking it up through here, like where I'm talking, but it's not picking it up when you talk, which doesn't make sense.
Like, I don't know. My audio settings are. I didn't do it,
Oh,
so I
no,
don't
there it
mess with it.
is.
Oh.
Okay, it's working now. Okay, now I can hit go
You're
live.
awesome.
Hi, guys. Promise we're not ignoring you. Everybody, this is my friend Moni.
Hello.
I just like saying duh because it's fun, actually.
That's why I loved it.
Okay. Jose already kicking it off with
Oh
saying
no.
€2 and saying no comment. Thank you. Wait, is that? Sometimes I confuse myself on euros and pounds, but I have to like
I
double
don't know
check
the
it.
symbols. So.
The euro looks like a C with 2 lines in it. The pound
Okay.
looks almost like an and symbol,
Oh, okay.
just missing
So
part
I've
of it.
seen those.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a weird thing. So there's that. I know you guys, I know all of y'all in the chat can hear both of us. You can't hear, okay. That's not good. She said she can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Why is it? I had this working the other day. How did I get this to work? Sorry, I'm trying to remember how I did this. Everything got all mucked up and it should have worked already. Doesn't make sense.
You know
Oh
the
wait, hold
audio
on.
likes to fall apart.
It does, but I think it's because, hold on, where do I have this set up to? Oh. Hold on. I know why. I have to fix this. Summer. Unnecessary. Okay, you're not going to be able to hear anything for a second, Monica.
Okay.
Or no one else will be able to hear. I don't know which way it's going to go.
Bell. Her dog, my cat.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to swap it to here then. Okay. You should be able to hear me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. And that should work. Mia, tell me if you can hear her. Go ahead and talk for a
Can you
moment.
hear me, Mia?
That should have fixed it if I did it right. She didn't talk until now. How can you tell me no
Just now.
already? Are you sure? Okay, okay, Mia, bear with me. I'm gonna, hi.
Hi. Are you talking to me or the chat?
Mia.
Oh,
Oh,
Mia.
wait, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, no, because I'm literally like, I can hear you live. So I
Uh-huh.
can hear you live through the headphones.
Right.
And then I'm also listening like from my phone, like on TikTok. But
Mhm.
like, I cannot hear Moni talk
And which one?
on my head, like on the phone, on the in studio, which I feel like might be important considering people are going to be calling.
Okay. So you didn't hear Monica laugh just now?
No, I cannot hear Moni laugh. I see her laughing. I don't.
That makes no sense. Hold on. We'll just put this back to here. Talk for a moment.
Yes, I am talking.
Who do you want to talk?
Not you. This actually doesn't make sense because it should be heard. I got it working with well, everyone else can talk politics for a second. I don't know. Let's try. Okay, try now.
Okay, I'm speaking. Can you hear me?
Ask a random question, Monica.
Oh gosh, what's your favorite color?
The
Obviously,
non-answer
nothing.
is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense. Okay. It's like not. All right, I'm gonna mute you for a second, Mia. All right. Actually, Mia, there is a call there, so I'm gonna return you to screen, so you can screen the call. And this makes 0 sense. It was working the other day, and
That's how
everything should
audio
be.
is.
I know it's really dumb. Wait, did I take a screenshot of it? Not from the other day, though. I know that. All right, guys. So politics. Today was a boring day for politics, but Monica can go into that more.
Well, I mean, the confirmation of Warsh, I think, was pretty big, but
Yeah.
I don't know that he's going to be able to do what Trump wants him to do with the Fed board still being who they
No.
are. So it didn't mean that much. I'll take a boring day in politics because it's been a lot lately. I think Trump going to China with his son and all of these billionaires is a choice. It's a choice. I don't know
That's
why we
true.
would do that. Yeah.
Staring at this thing. That's cool. I gotta look into that later. Okay. All right, Mia.
Yes.
You're sure you can't hear Monica?
You can't hear me?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Lord, children.
Turn.
My children are loud as shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they
Hold
are.
on. Let me get this caller. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. It is funny just popping her in and out, to be honest. I
We love Mia.
there's a quick workaround around this. I just don't want to. Yeah, let's just try that real quick. Okay. And let's see, where's this setting? See, because it keeps resetting it anyway, so that's what doesn't make sense.
Oh, sorry. That's not supposed to be on. Sounds are supposed to be off of shit. I don't know why that started playing like that.
Okay, so real quick, I need you to go here, set up a free account. I don't know if I can make changes while I'm in it, so let's just see. Permissions. Oh, I need you to. Guys, deal with the fact that you're gonna hear heavy typing. Duh.
They don't like my keyboard.
They never do. They don't like mine. Mine is heavy typing. Where did my chat go on TikTok? By the way, guys, my TikTok chat disappeared and I have no idea why.
I'm not a robot.
You're not.
I'm not.
Oh, man.
What do you mean?
Me. There it is. Why did you not stay on top? Have you noticed that?
Okay.
Why did that not stay on top, actually? TikTok's being really dumb. I see you guys now on TikTok. It just like hid the chat.
Okay, that.
What I might do real quick is. All right. I know, Peter. It's in the mail. It's lost, though. I will be honest. It's lost in the mail. Lost in the sauce. I'm gonna blame the fact that like I can't see an extra thing at all. You know, maybe it's that this needs to change. Hold on. Oh, can I change it to that?
I just imagine that your soundboard looks like the old like telephone boards.
No.
Like all of the hooks.
You wish.
That would be
Okay.
easier.
I think. Hold on. Let's remove that, and then. What do I have this set on? Hold on. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm like, hold on. I think I can fix this real quick. I just realized something. We're going to change that to here. Okay. She's screening, so we can't tell.
Right.
And I don't trust I don't trust someone else to not be honest about who it is. Hey, Lynatti, if you are listening, can you call in real quick? I know who you are. No, don't sign in. Just call into the number, and I'm going to bring you on up to make sure you can hear Monica. We're just going to do that. I know who you are. David, we will get to you shortly, I promise.
Just be patient. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you call the number on the screen. Peter, but I don't have, there's another answer to that. Okay. that should have fixed it if it wasn't being dumb. Oh, wait.
Lynette. Oh, hello.
Lynette.
Hi.
Hi. Monica, ask a question.
Oh, hi, Lynette. What's your favorite color?
Hi. Purple.
Okay, I fixed it. All right, love you.
Oh,
Bye.
you can. Oh, she can hear me.
Bye.
Yeah, she can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh my, got it. Okay. Quick fix. Sorry, guys. I got this. So,
Was I supposed to be able to hear her?
did you not hear her?
Mm-mm.
Merde. I give up on life.
Don't do that. No.
No, yeah, you're supposed to. Hold on.
You know. Yeah.
Oh, I see why. I think I already fixed it. Because it's on that. Yeah. No, you should be able to hear everybody now.
Okay.
All right, David, you are on the phone with Ari and Moni. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Still out of work.
You good, Monica?
Yep, I'm good.
You heard them.
Yes.
Awesome. You said you're still out of work?
No, I just got off of work. I actually have like 3 jobs.
Oh, okay. Got it. That makes sense. All right. Cool beans. All right. And okay, you told my screener that you just support whoever is president.
hmm
Why do you just support whoever is president?
Well, an American, I guess, country votes for whoever's president.
Why wouldn't you just support the country of the United States and then critique who's president?
I mean, there's always going to be critique. You know, it's always going to happen whether you sip a glass of water or you're falling down the stairs. There are always going to be critics no matter what. It comes down to what was promised and what was kept. Like, I'm 36. I probably went through, I mean, the first president I could have voted for was Obama, but I didn't vote for him just because I thought it was just a facade. I mean, I was 18 and I would ask people, hey, who you're voting for, you know. They will always say Obama, Obama, Obama. Then I will ask them, you know, what policies are you supporting from him?
I guess he
No,
got
we just gotta keep the
99.9% of the vote.
Yeah, he did get 99.9% of the vote, but that means you didn't just
Granted,
support
no,
a
he
president
did.
then. No, he
Well,
didn't.
the thing
That
is,
was a
though,
joke.
I
That was a
would,
joke.
It's
I would
a bad
ask,
joke. But
I
No,
would
no, no.
ask
But
people,
then,
you know, why did you
sure,
vote for
that's
him?
great.
And they will always
Cool.
say,
Obama
you just need
was.
to get a first black president inside. That's it. We don't care about
That's not
nothing
why.
else.
But
We just
Obama
want
was
that
over 10 years
message.
ago. Hold on though, because you already debunked
But he
yourself.
was back
Your
to back.
original.
He was back to
Hold
back
on.
president.
I know. Your original point was that you just support the president, but now you're moving into policy. So you don't just support a president, you support policy.
No, it was going to, well, why not support the country and then critique? I don't really critique. It's not my place to critique. I mean, if I had like 300,000 people that thought the same way I thought, then of course, you know, it would balance out. But, you know, it says right here, like, what it says. It says Trump is ruining America.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And that goes back to, all right, he was president, then apparently he lost, then he won again. So how is he ruining America and not Biden ruining America? Obama
You said it's
ruining
not your
America.
job to
Right?
critique him, but as a voter, it is. He works for you, he works for us. So it is literally our job to critique him, not to just cheerlead him and make him feel good when maybe he's not doing what's beneficial for the American people. Our job is literally to say, hey, give you a report card all the time.
All right. So what about Iran? Iran's been bullying us for how many decades? No one's done anything about it. They will burn flags. They will kill Americans. All the proxy, Hezbollah, everybody's run through Iran, right?
we've
So why
also
is that a
funded
bad
those
thing?
same proxies, just so you're aware. The United States
I mean, we
has
funded.
funded terrorist organizations, including Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis. We've armed the
Yeah,
Kurds because
no,
they're supposed to be our allies. We've
that's a
attempted
fact.
to
But we
encourage
also
them
funded
to
COVID though.
overthrow
We
an
also
entire
funded COVID.
government and everything like that. It's the same thing. And also, just to be clear, Israel's also funded Hamas and Hezbollah. Well, maybe not Hezbollah, but definitely Hamas.
Hamas, yeah.
But we also funded COVID. So
Yeah, we're
it's
not
like
going
a
down that line. Can we
lose-lose.
just stick with one thing in the weirdness?
Yeah. So how is Trump ruining America?
Sure, violating the United States Constitution. Convincing individuals such as yourself that you need to support the president no matter what and not critique him, even though you did not fully support Obama. You've already made that clear. And based off of your own question that you asked in the screener, you've also critiqued Biden. So
Well, I
you're not
said
logically
how
consistent.
did it? Well, how didn't Biden not ruin America?
Yeah,
That's what I was
so
trying to get at. If Trump ruined
thank you.
America,
You are not
why
logically
didn't Biden?
consistent.
Why didn't Biden ruin America? Or if the next president, whoever's the next president in like 3 years, 2 years, are they going to ruin America also?
Depends on their policies.
And that thing, like going to like politics, like it's always a Republican side. It's all this backlash, but when there's a Democrat in there, it's all bells and whistles. Oh wow, we
No,
got
it's
No,
definitely
democracy
absolutely
not.
now.
not.
No, I don't think you
It
read
happened with
headlines during the
Biden.
Biden administration or the Obama administration, did you?
There
I
was
think.
no headlines to read. Was even Biden running the country?
Oh, there we go. There we
I
go.
mean, no, it's a fact though, because
What
like think about it, right?
what
During Trump's
news do you
administration,
read?
there's always a daily briefing every single day. You can't get
That's
them
Trump's
off the
choice. No, no,
airwaves.
no, no, no. That's a difference. That is Trump's choice to have a press conference or a briefing or a press pool
Yes,
outside
it's
every
called
single day. That's a
transparency.
That
choice that
is
he
Yeah,
makes.
helicopter every single
it's
day.
called transparency. It's called transparency.
It's
Why
not,
not
though,
do it
because he
No,
every
doesn't
it's
tell
single
not.
you the
day?
truth. It's not.
No.
He doesn't tell
Well,
you the truth. You just
what
see
it is
him.
and what it is he's acting because he thinks he's an actor. He's used to being a celebrity TV host. And so he does that. He goes out on TV, he talks to them because that's not transparency, sir. If it was transparent, well, things would be a lot different. We would have known exactly from his own mouth how much the reconstruction of the reflection pool at the Lincoln Memorial was going to cost. Instead, he's like, no, 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 no. The costs still haven't changed,
But
even though it's
isn't
been
that why we
revealed
pay
that it's
taxes
changed.
though? Isn't that why we pay taxes to fix the roads, to pay off electricity, lights, and all that stuff?
Oh, the reflection pool is a
pool.
road?
No, it's a public property. We pay taxes to maintain that. Same way we pay taxes to maintain roads, potholes, lights, hospitals being powered. It's all through taxes. So
Your local
if my tax
taxes.
money that I paid
Your
isn't
local
gonna fix
taxes.
that, then what is?
Your local taxes pay for your local roads. Your state pays for that.
Okay. So the state of no. Exactly, right? So as an American citizen, we pay taxes to maintain these, right? So why is it
So
backlash when we're actually using our
so
tax
here's the
money
thing. I will tell
to
you.
fix
For
something?
I will tell you for the reflecting pool specifically, I actually don't have any issue with any kind of maintenance or any kind of revamping for
Mhm.
the reflection pool.
You
The
just
issue
did.
that I
You
have
just brought
Hold
it
on.
up.
Hold on. I know. Can I explain to you though? The issue that I have in regards to Trump specifically is the fact that he did what is called a no bid contract and gave it to a friend at a cost of, what were we at? Like 1 point something million, and it's now ballooned into 13 million. And once he received backlash for the fact that you should have bid for a lower contract and not just given it to some guy that you know, right? Which you're not supposed to do. He now is saying, I don't even know that person. There's corruption happening underneath
So,
the surface. It is not being done
so,
congressionally through Congress.
so Trump being a non-politician, because he really is
He's
non-politician,
not.
and he
He's a
never held
politician.
office anywhere. He was a real estate mogul, right? So out of
He
all the
failed.
5
You know how many
decades
times
that he
you know how many times he
that
ran
he
for
done
president?
may I speak? May I speak? So
No.
out of
Do you know
all
how many
the
times he
50
ran for
years
president?
that he's done
Because I'm
all
tired of
this
that
real
talking point.
estate,
That's
he
why.
met
I'm so sick of
people.
that
He
talking
met
point.
people. So
And
obviously,
cool. That's great. I
Okay.
would actually call him a politician too, because I think anybody with a large sum of money who gets involved in donating to candidates for a certain period of time, which he's done since the 80s, is a politician.
So, David, that beep that you heard is you being put on mute because you wouldn't stop interrupting. So, we're going to take you back off of mute, but I think Moni might have a question for you before I do. So, did you have a quick question for him that he can try to answer? Oh, thank you for the B raid.
Well, I would just ask if you believe that people who have large sums of money that lobby to politicians are politicians.
Yeah, he wants people less lobbying, less people that know these certain people is where we're giving contracts. Like, for
No,
instance,
he
right,
doesn't. Pause,
going to the
David.
stock buying.
David, pause for a second. He doesn't. He's bragging about, like, he's been in the White House on national television
Is this
with.
just a channel to like
Stop.
bash Trump off anything he does, or is it to
No,
find someone
I'm
else's
pushing
opinion?
back on things that you've said, and this is something that you just said. You said that it's transparency. He's not about
Yeah,
taking money
because
from
Biden
people,
didn't do
except
that.
okay,
He doesn't
sir.
even get a pay.
Yeah, he does. Okay, you can literally look it's like, oh my God, that he does. Anyway, you're back on mute again because I was trying to push back on something that you said. Primarily, Donald Trump is all about corporate lobbying, to be very clear. He's bragged about multiple times since it occurred on national television that Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, gave him a little golden statue, right? The base was golden. And that he then removed tariffs or made Apple exempt from the tariffs specifically.
You're awesome.
Because he got a little statue with gold on the bottom from the CEO of Apple. He is all about lining his pockets, sir.
The only president to lose money during the presidency, like, make that.
Okay. Only president to lose money during the presidency. You are back on mute again because you are just cycling through the talking points. I hope that your shins are okay. All right.
He wrote them down.
He wrote them down. He's reading from a script. Okay. Donald Trump's net worth when he entered the presidency on January 20th, 2025 was $2.3 billion. All right. As of the end of April, his net worth is $6.3 billion. He may not be taking a paycheck, but he's getting kickbacks, right? And you can argue that all you want, but his net worth shows it. You can track it on Forbes, sir. They love tracking people's net worth. You can also see how now he's suing the IRS, the American taxpayers, for the unlawful, unrightful disclosure of his IRS tax returns way back from his first presidency, which the person who did it was a contractor that is already currently in jail serving time. He was convicted and sentenced under the last administration, right? Convicted and sentenced under the last administration, currently serving time in jail for the unlawful disclosure of Donald Trump's tax returns. And now he wants $10 billion of taxpayer money. And if he considers settling with the Department of Justice, he wants him, his kids, and any business using the Trump name to be exempt from IRS audits.
Am I off mute?
Can you directly respond to anything I just said?
Yeah, don't do it from his second presidency. Do it from his first presidency, because mind you, he had 4 years off. Who's not going to make money in those 4 years that you're off?
Sir,
from the first
sir, wait, no, hold on. Pause. David,
David, he signed off.
Holy shit, he didn't listen at all.
At all.
David, okay, I'm going to ask you, we'll try this. What date? You're on mute right now. You're going to hear a beep when you come off mute. I'm going to ask a question before you hear the beep. Wait until you hear the beep, and then you hang up. Okay.
Oh, David. What in the
Holy, for
2024
fuck's
election
sake.
talking points was that?
You're awesome.
Also, like, did he not realize that I only gave, like, this current election? He had 4 years off.
From this year.
I did
we
say
know.
2025, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not insane. Like, I thought I was going crazy for a second. In 14 months, Trump has almost tripled his net worth. In 14 months. He is moving faster right now than he did in his first term with increasing his net worth.
What's
That's
even
a
better
problem.
is you advocated for that Forbes list that keeps track of it. They keep track of it with a chart, so you can see it
They don't like
go
charts.
up. Yeah, no, they don't like that. That's true.
They don't like charts at all. Guys, hi. Welcome in. I'm gonna move on to the next caller in a moment from Illinois. And hey, guys, this is a new thing that I have going on over on the left side of the screen. Left for y'all, it's on my right. It's so weird not having it mirrored anymore. Anyway, this is a new thing. This is just a different way of supporting. This is for direct donations, so not just super chats over on the YT. This is for the green app and the blue app. This daily goal is not just going towards me. Okay, part of it is going to go to Moni for joining me on the live. That's what I'm going to start doing, especially on Wednesdays. Is part of the goal is going to go towards my co-hosts to pay for their time and their labor hanging out with me on the show. The other part is going to go to the person screening the calls because they are an employee. They are doing work. Their labor should not be free. So this isn't even going towards me. It is going towards my co-host, my screener. It's also going towards building the platform. All right. So that's what this is. If we don't hit it, that's fine. I would like to try though. So this is for the green app and the blue app. Cash App, Venmo. I don't have a PayPal yet, so just making this clear. Like I do pay people to do this. I try to move it over. I'll move it over in just a second, guys. But it's there. It should say 100. Okay, we'll move on to the next caller whose name we didn't get. But hi, you're on the line with Ari and Monica. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. How y'all doing?
Doing well. What's your name?
Doing well.
Jamal.
Jamal. Okay. And
Jamal.
yeah, not a problem. And did you vote for Donald Trump in 2024?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Why do you still support him?
I just think he's a great dude. I mean, he's done a lot of bad, but he also has done a lot of good. I have a whole list, I did, but it got deleted, so I'm gonna have to remember off the top of my head.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you can start with one, and I guess
week.
see where we get to.
Yeah. The wall. Yeah, the wall.
You want to start with the wall?
Yeah. Might as well get that out of the way.
Sure. What legislative funding has he pushed for the wall since his inauguration in 2025?
Okay, I didn't do search into that, but I did search, and it has, I want to say, 25% less people coming into the United States illegally.
25%? Did I hear that right?
25 or 20. Yeah, 25 or 20.
That's not even the normal number that we hear.
No, that's not even the number that DHS or CBP says.
Yeah. I mean, pleasantly surprised. I would honestly believe that there is a potential for there to be 25% less. I honestly believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
source
disagree
was
with the
wrong.
90% that they say. I don't even disagree with that in way of encounters. I don't disagree with that.
Oh,
That would make
encounters
sense
are
with
way
what's
down.
going on. Yeah.
I can 100% agree with encounters being down. Duh. That's how that works.
But why is that good?
Because then we won't have more people like illegals getting into the country and then taking other people's jobs and getting paid for people who actually need it.
Mm. Did you see, I doubt it, but did you see the jobs report that just came out by chance?
No, I did not. I would love
Okay.
to hear about it.
Okay.
Which
So
part?
we added, what was it, about 133,000 jobs, which is above what was
115.
projected, but 115,000 jobs, which is above what was projected, but it was very, very low. And Kevin Hassett, specifically, who works for the administration, said that it is because of the fact that we are deporting immigrants that there are now less jobs to hold for the American people. So these are now normal numbers that we're going to get used to seeing. So I guess there's not jobs there that they took from us if those jobs just didn't exist.
Oh, okay. So can I go on to my other topic too?
Well, I would just really like an understanding of why you dislike immigrants without any factual basis behind it.
I don't dislike them. Just,
Mm,
I'm not saying that part.
well, but then you would understand that they're a net positive for the country having immigrants here. It actually costs us more to try and detain them, which is what we're doing. We're actually not mass deporting, we're mass detaining, and it costs us more
Yeah,
to
they're in
keep them here
Minnesota,
and to
right?
deport them.
What?
ICE agents are in Minnesota, right?
They're all over.
They're
Or
everywhere.
Minnesota right now because my dad works there.
Well, they're everywhere. Like I have a ICE facility right down the street from where I live. They're
Oh,
everywhere.
dang.
Yeah, there's a giant one in Florida. That's no bueno.
I'm not,
Hmm.
I'm not,
But
can I
again,
go on to
what's the
my
benefit of
other
getting rid of
topic real
them?
quick?
I know you want to change
Actually,
topics desperately, but my issue is that I don't want you to leave this call and still have this idea about immigrants and what needs to happen with them without any facts
well,
behind it. Like, because then you didn't learn
you just
anything.
said that part, and I changed my mind about that. Well,
Okay.
stuff. I changed my mind.
Mm. So I should never hear you in any debate space ever again speaking about the wall and immigrants.
Yeah,
That sounds
you'll
accurate.
never you're not here for me. But can I say my other topic because I think it might be a little bit important.
You can try.
Sure.
So, all right, so like a couple of weeks ago, right? You had that
Uh,
person that said they bring back slavery, right? And
I,
uh, I was digging into it, and that dude was completely wrong.
yeah, we're not bringing back slavery.
Yeah, but they sounded excited about that. I mean,
Well, we're not bringing back chattel slavery. Let me rephrase. Technically,
bringing
slavery
back
never
what?
left the U.S. Chattel
Wait,
slavery
what? There's still slavery?
in our prison system.
Now, would you? Okay, so you're calling prisons slavery?
Yes.
Mm, yes. Do you know what
How
the 13th
exactly?
Amendment says?
What do you think?
The
No,
13th
I do
Amendment?
not know.
Okay. It says that no person can be put into slavery unless they've committed a crime.
It's literally in black and white. Well, technically yellow paper.
Uh,
So our prison
but
system is, in
you think
fact, slavery.
prisons
It's
are
just not.
so? I mean, yeah, prisons are slavery.
Yes, the way that
Yes.
we make them work, absolutely, it is.
I don't think they are. Because I mean, they're not the greatest places to be at, but if you did something like murder, you deserve it.
But we contract them out for work, right? They get contracted out of these prisons, these for-profit prisons, to do work on like the roadside, some construction jobs. They get contracted
I
out
mean,
and they
at
don't
least
get
they're
paid for
getting
that.
out. I mean, at least they're getting
That's
out once in a
slavery.
while.
That's slavery.
I don't really think it is slavery, though,
And
in
they
my
don't even
opinion.
get a guaranteed minimum wage. They literally can make anywhere as low as 14 cents up to the high being $4.90. They make less
I
than
don't think
even
they
our
should
tip.
make any at all, my
Then
opinion.
you are
That's
literally forced
slavery.
slavery.
By what?
Then that would be literally you being forced slavery.
No, I'm not. I'm black though, so I don't support slavery.
If you are advocating for unpaid labor that is forced, that you do not have a choice to say no, that is slavery.
You're
Well,
awesome.
hear me out. They shouldn't be there in the first place. If they weren't there in the first place, then they wouldn't have to do that.
That's still slavery.
But
They can be
committed a
there.
crime.
Sure, they committed a crime.
They deserve it.
Cool. No. Here's the thing. They committed a crime. They can be locked up in prison, right? That's totally fine. Cool. Awesome. Justice system. You cannot then use their labor without their consent.
Yeah.
Once they reach those walls, they shouldn't have like rights as like human.
Sorry,
they should, but like
do you know what the 8th Amendment is?
no. No.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay. Please do research. Just to be very clear, everyone that resides in our country that has their foot is entitled to equal protections under the law. That does include prisoners.
Is it the equal rights one? Rights?
No, 8th Amendment is cruel and unusual punishment. We can't even torture prisoners because of cruel and
I know
unusual
that
punishment.
part.
Yeah.
I don't think people in prison should get rights. Like if they did something like really bad, like murder.
No.
What if they were convicted on something they didn't do?
Then they should like if they didn't like if it wasn't they didn't do it, then they should try an appeal.
Oh, they
They
do.
do.
But during the meantime, do they have their rights or no? Because you just took them away.
I don't think they should until proven.
Oh, so just innocent people lose their rights.
If that's the case, if they're not guaranteed rights until it's proven that they're innocent, then that means they don't have the appeals process.
Right.
So how could they prove that they were wrongfully convicted? The right to have an appeal was just taken away by you.
Or maybe they'll have a good lawyer to help them out.
No, they're not even guaranteed the right to an attorney because you took away their rights because they were convicted.
Right.
Mm.
So I can see why I went wrong with this one. I will admit.
All right.
But before I leave or whatever, my last topic. This is probably the best one. I've worked so hard, like debated with my friends and stuff. We should get rid of the 14th, 18th, and 21st Amendment.
That's really funny. Please tell me what the 18th Amendment is. No, it's cool. I'll play. I got this. I know all of those amendments. What's the 18th Amendment? Please tell me that.
Isn't it no. Thank you. Oh, it's the prohibition one, right?
Yeah, what's the 21st Amendment?
Isn't that where you can only drink when you're 21?
No, that's no.
Oh.
I mean, you're on the right track, but no.
Oh. Wait, what's the 14th Amendment? I get that.
You want to
mixed up
abolish
with
them,
the
but
other
you
one.
don't know what they are?
Which one's
buddy.
the women's right one?
Oh.
I want to get rid of that
sweetie,
one.
sweetie, that's the 19th.
You're doing so bad.
No, I don't
It-
want to
it-
get
and
rid
to be
of that.
clear-
Strong topic.
Yeah,
Ani.
that's what he thought. Also, just to be clear, the 18th Amendment's already
I-
repealed already been repealed, so you're doing great.
Like
So,
I didn't mean to get rid of the
have a good night,
18th
man.
Amendment. But wait.
No, I think you're a troll at that point. Which I mean, fine, thanks.
That's funny. The 18th was prohibition, my guy.
Yeah, He's like, well, he did get that one right eventually. He's like, wait, wasn't that
Eventually.
prohibition? And then he's like, wait, I
Mhm.
didn't want, I don't want that one. Like, it's already repealed. Like that's how you get rid of other amendments is you repeal them by passing a different amendment. Okay, real quick, want to say Nick for thank you for the 25, said for the goal, and then Skibbity, Skibbity. This is just fun to say. Trump supporters go. Thank you for the 10.
I mean, that's
um,
not the noise I make for them, but I like that one.
yeah. Guys, I put up a new gift goal over on TikTok. If you can help out with that, it is to complete the gift gallery to light it up. We're going to move on to Nick in just a second, so don't go anywhere, Nick. Guys, don't forget to double tap the screen if you're watching over on TikTok. We are a little bit behind on the likes, so let's kick those up. If you guys are new here, be sure to hit that follow button on me and be sure to hit follow on Monica's account on the panel. All right, Nick, you are on the air with Monica and Ari. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Awesome. You're still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's the best president we ever had.
Can you substantiate that?
In any way you would like.
That's what I'm asking you to do. Can you substantiate what makes him the best president we've ever had?
He makes America great again, and he smashed the deep state.
Who did he remove from office that was a part of the deep state?
Well, Joe Biden for one.
No, that
Kamala
would be the
Harris for
people
another.
so
Mhm.
I'll help you out with this. The people removed Joe Biden and declined putting Kamala Harris in office. So
Oh,
yeah,
I think you're
that's how
right. You're
that
right.
worked, right? So he didn't
Okay, you're
remove
right.
them. It was the people.
Well, he did encourage the legislators to challenge the Chevron doctrine and fire all the unelected bureaucrat corrupt.
Who is the legislators? Who are the legislators?
The legislators? Who
Yeah.
are the legislators?
Uh-huh.
The legislators are the people that are composed of the legislative body, i.e., the Senate, the House of Representatives,
Mm.
the
Okay,
people
and
who write the laws, the ones who
who overturned the
legislate.
Chevron doctrine?
The Supreme Court,
So
the
not
top
the
of the
so
legislative
not
body.
no,
Do you want to know what year it was decided?
The Supreme Court is the top of the legislative body. It's in the name Supreme Court.
Oh,
You're awesome.
That's why I stopped, Moni.
how many branches of government do we have?
3.
What are they?
And what makes a woman a woman?
What are they? What are the 3 branches?
What are they? This isn't third grade social studies.
Well, it needs to be because you just said that SCOTUS is at the top of the legislative branch. So we have to go back a little bit. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Well,
So-
I'll play your games. That would be the legislative, the executive, and the judicial.
Cool. And SCOTUS is the top of the legislative branch?
Well, I misspoke. I meant judicial.
Oh, thank you.
So then it's
I'm
not the
glad I got that.
legislative body that overturned the Chevron doctrine.
Right. Well, the legislative body is answerable to the judicial body.
So is the executive.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
like the judicial body answers as well to the executive and the legislative. The legislative
Exactly,
answers
like-
to the executive and to the judicial branches of government.
We're in agreement, like when the Supreme Court said that Donald Trump had immunity.
Limited
You didn't
immunity.
read that decision.
Mm-hmm.
It's not full immunity.
Did you read
it's
that?
limited.
Well, you could say it's not full immunity, but he is like worth $50 billion and the most powerful man in the world. So I'd say he's pretty immune. What about you?
So money makes you immune?
It does in the real world, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we can acknowledge that you're
Capitalism always wins in the end.
for the rich.
Are you in the top 1%, Nick?
No, I'm not. I'm just a red-blooded American man.
All right, you'll be the first one to die at end stage capitalism.
I would be proud to die for America.
America is a
How about
capitalistic
you?
society, but it's not
It is
end stage capitalism.
in-staged capitalism.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you move
Mhm.
to China or Russia and let me know how that
Why? They're
in-stage
capitalistic markets. If I don't want to
Yeah.
deal with
exactly.
capitalism, I wouldn't go there.
Capitalism always wins in the end, doesn't it?
No.
Even the
No.
communists are capitalists. Come on now.
Then they're not communists.
Not anymore.
Not ever.
No,
'Cause-
not ever.
oh, they were. They were.
Communism has
They
never
love to tell us
existed
how they
in
were.
society. The closest we ever got to communism would have been the indigenous population.
Mhm.
So let me get this straight. Your position is the Soviet Union wasn't Mao Zedong wasn't communist. Is that your
No.
position?
Yeah, that's my position.
That's retarded.
Mm.
Okay, bye.
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 Mm.
Guys,
They had a state government, so
yeah, and you can't. And I say the closest we got was the indigenous population because they still had a hierarchical system. So it wasn't entirely communistic.
right.
So I think he was a troll anyway, but I definitely need to clip the SCOTUS is at the top of the legislative branch. That was great. I love it. I was like, maybe I misspoke. I still got to clip that because fantastic. Cherry on top.
Mhm.
Real quick, Tadit said, God, the unqualified argument is the worst. I need a, is the worst. I need my heart worked on better, not talk to a doctor. Tadit Tech, I'm sorry, I could not understand that. So sorry. I'm sorry you need your heart worked on after that. And Balbo, I would assume you're also skibbity booba. All I hear from Trump supporters is look. Okay, I'm done. Scott, did you know Canada has its own form of ice? It's called polar ice, or as we call them, police. Thank you, Scott, for that.
That's a good one.
Justin, hi, Justin. He was playing roll and repeal for a random amendment. Yeah, that's true. That's a good one.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Keep double tapping the screen if you are new. Hit that follow, hit that subscribe button. If you are liking what Monica has to add to the panel and you're watching over on Tubes, if you go to the description, her link directly to her YouTube is right there. Click on it, go hit subscribe, come back and watch the live. And most of y'all know her on Twitch, but if someone can drop it in the chat on Twitch, that would be fantastic. All right, next we have Manny from New York City specifically. And yeah, he's gonna. All right. Manny, you are on the line with Ari and Moni. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Hi, are you, and you're still supporting Donald Trump?
Of course, to the fullest extent. As a Spanish young man from New York City, I am supporting Trump to the fullest extent, and I would like you guys to explain to me why you think Trump is ruining America.
He's violating articles and amendments of the United States Constitution.
The United States Constitution. Okay. Well, you know, that sounds good, but I'm going to let you know right now, Donald Trump is the best president that there would ever be. And I, like I said, I heard you speaking about ICE a few minutes ago about Canada and they have their own ICE. Let me explain something to you. All right. Immigration is a big problem in the United States of America. You don't understand. If there was just beautiful young families coming across that border, then okay. But let me explain something to you. There's way more dangerous things. Time out. Way more dangerous things coming across that we don't that you guys don't understand. You understand me?
Nah.
So we have to support We have to support and
Mm-hmm.
protect the United States and all and everyone that lives in it, right? Including you and yourself. You don't understand the freedom you have in America.
I
To,
do.
and
I do.
no, you don't. No, you don't. So
I
I
absolutely
have a
do.
good question for you. I have a good question for
Sure.
you, young lady. Why do you
I'm
think
probably older than you.
America? Why do you think America is being ruined by Donald Trump? And I would like
The
you to get into
same
detail.
the same thing that Ari said, which is that Donald Trump is
All
violating
right. So now you
amendments of
guys
the
are
Constitution.
piggy. No. You guys are piggybacking off each other,
No.
not having minds of your own, and
No,
talking
I
about
just think
Here,
he's
that
violating,
yeah, I can give you a different
this,
reason.
and that.
Would you like a
He's
different reason since you're
violating
going to
this,
cry about that one?
and this,
No,
and
you
that.
don't?
Come on,
Okay.
guys. If we're gonna do that,
Would you like a different reason, or are you
put
going to keep
yes,
crying?
yes.
Okay.
I would like a
I
good
don't.
reason.
Cool. I don't think that any of the policies that Donald Trump is implementing in his second term are beneficial for the American people.
And why is that?
Have we seen any benefit? What policy is a benefit?
All of them.
Name one.
Every single one of them,
no,
young lady.
name one. Just let's start with one.
Every single one of them.
Name one.
Every single one of them.
No,
He
no,
doesn't
no.
I
know
That's
see
them.
what
not.
I see what this is. I see what this
No,
is.
can
Hold
you
on.
name one policy?
Every single one of them. Did
No,
I
no,
not?
no, no.
Got
I
on this
don't.
call,
Hold on.
when
No,
I
no, no, no,
got
no,
on
no, no,
this
no, no, no,
call,
no, 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 no,
when
no,
I
no. I know
got
you're
on
a
this
talker.
call,
You like to
when
yap.
I
Okay,
got on this call,
you
I
have a
told you
master's
I
degree in
performed to a full
yapology.
extent. So we're not going to point out each individual one. Every single one of them, young lady.
Name three
Like I
then.
told you.
Fine. You don't want to
All
point out
3,
each.
6,
You don't. If you don't
whatever.
want just
Every single
one.
one of them.
If you don't want to just talk about one, name three. Name three.
Hey.
We'll talk
Like I
about
said,
three. Name three.
like I said,
Name
every single
three.
one of them, young lady.
Name
Donald Trump to the
three.
fullest extent. That's what
Name
I got
them.
on this. That's
Name
what I
all
got
of
on
them
this
then.
nice,
Name
beautiful
all
talk
of
show.
them. Name all of
I got on
them.
your beautiful
Name
talk show to
all
let
of
you
them.
know.
Name all
Every
of
single.
them. Okay, Manny. Manny. The fact that you can't name one is an indication that you don't know any of them. We're asking for one just to test, like, we're just testing your knowledge, see what you know. So let's try this again. All right? And right now you're muted. So you're going to hear a beep before you come back on the line. All right? And I need you to take a deep breath, think about it for a second, and name a single piece of policy that Trump passed that benefited all United States citizens.
2024.
2024?
2024.
That's not the name of a policy. Do you have a policy?
I never said 2024. I'm asking you. You just put me on hold
Yeah,
and then asked me.
and I told
I'm
you that
asking
you were on mute and that you were only going to answer the question that I just asked you.
Oh, I see what this is.
I see what this
He
is.
passed
Yay.
bills, one big beautiful bill. He posted a whole bunch of beautiful
Cool,
bills.
cool. How did that
Holland and
benefit?
beautiful bills.
Cool.
All type of beautiful
How did
bills.
No. Stop. I know. Right? So we have the one big beautiful bill, aka HR1, that you can find on congress.gov. How did that benefit every single US American citizen? Can you explain?
I mean, everyone has their own point of views, but let me explain something to you. I believe that it has. And I want you to explain to me how it hasn't. You asked me to name one. I named one. Now I want you to explain to me how it hasn't.
You told me your feelings. You told me your feelings. I want
okay,
you.
and you asked me to name one. No.
Manny.
You asked me to name one. I named one. I want you to act. Now I want you to tell me why that hasn't.
Manny, on a scale of 1 to Manny, pause. On a scale of 1 to 10 right now.
Yo. You pause.
No, I'll force you to pause. Okay, Manny, on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, you're at a 15. All right? I'm at a 7. No, actually, I'm at a 6. I need you to come down to my level, at least come down to a 10. All right? You're very heightened. You're talking fast. I'm sure you probably naturally talk fast. That's fine. I can deal with that. But I need you to bring the tone down to a 10 at minimum, preferably bring it down to my level at a 6, all right? We're talking like 2 equal people here because we're both people. And when I take you off of mute again, you're going to hear that beep before you come off of mute, right? I need you to tell me what about HR1, aka the one big beautiful bill, helped every single US American citizen.
You guys are manipulating people, putting them on mute, telling them a whole bunch of bullshit, and then putting them back on air. You asked me to name one bill. I named one big, beautiful bill. I want you
And
to
now we're
explain to me how
pressing
that
into it
doesn't support.
further. No, see, here's
Now I'm
what you
asking.
did. Nope, here's what you did. You said,
Oh, I see what you
right?
guys are doing. Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure you
I'm
don't.
glad you can see it.
You said, like, you're like, there, HR, you said the one big beautiful bill, all the big beautiful bills, and I can tell you why it helped people, but I want you to tell me why it didn't. So you're the one who opened the door to me asking you, how did it help every single American citizen? Because you said you could tell me why. I'm asking you to explain.
asked me to name one. You asked me to name one. I named
You
one,
said,
and now I'm
I
asking
can give
you.
further
Now I'm
context.
asking you.
Actually, hold on, Manny. I can give further
You asked me to
context.
name one.
You asked me to come up with my own reason why Trump is ruining America, and I said because none of
It
his
took you 20
policies are
minutes.
beneficial. Hold
It
on,
took you 20
because
minutes.
because none of his policies are beneficial for the American people is what I said, and you said no, all of them. We took 5 minutes to get you to name one. Thank you for naming
Because
one.
I said
But now
all.
you are claiming, hold on, you are positively claiming that it is beneficial. So now we need to know how, because I'm not just going to believe Manny
Oh my
saying
God!
that
You
the
asked me. No, no,
OBBA
no. You
is
asked me.
beneficial, right? No.
You asked me to name one. So I'm asking you after I
And how
named
is it
one
beneficial?
to now explain to me how that is not beneficial. You're just skipping
sure,
on to the next
sure.
topic. That's not
Pause,
how this
pause.
goes.
Manny,
That's not how this
Manny,
goes.
Manny.
Which I think this
I
is
can answer that. I can answer that very easily.
putting me on mute and trying to
Sure.
skip to the
I'm
next
not
topic.
doing it.
You
I'm
guys are
not doing
losing
it
me,
though.
homie.
You're not on mute. You're not on mute. Everyone can
All right,
still hear you.
let's
I
go.
still hear you.
So let's go. But you put
Cool.
me on mute 3
2
times already.
point
Let's hurry up.
stop.
Now I'm
Cool.
exposing y'all.
Stop. I know you're doing so great. I'm going to give
What
you a gold
policies
star.
aren't beneficial?
Sure. 2.4 million American citizens were stripped from their SNAP EBT benefits. Their supplemental nutritional
Okay.
program, assistant program. I know I
Okay.
messed that up.
Okay.
Forgive me.
Yeah. Okay. And
So that's
why
not
were they taken
beneficial
away? Why were they not taken away? Why
for
were they taken away?
multiple reasons, right?
For multiple reasons. And
Yeah,
name a
they've
reason why they were
changed
taken
what
away.
it means to be eligible to work or to be unable to work, so healthy enough to work. So they've changed what those guidelines are and what it looks like to actually be disabled. So people who are disabled that cannot work, right, comfortably are now being forced to work in order to receive SNAP. People are on a
So
delay on receiving
if
SNAP.
they
I'm still
couldn't have worked,
talking.
if they
Sir,
could.
sir,
Okay, go ahead.
sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Thank
ahead. Go ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Go ahead.
they changed the requirements. So now, and they've also changed the rules on what it looks like for someone to be considered medically frail or unable to work. So now they have to work, even though
Okay.
they might not be able to complete a full shift, right? And it hurts them to work because there are invisible
It
diseases that
hurts.
people have. Yes, there are invisible disabilities that people have. For example, fibromyalgia, not one that's often talked about, but it does exist, right? And it
Okay.
makes it
Now,
very
okay.
painful to just do regular things, right? That's just one example, right? And they are
Okay.
now suffering food insecurity throughout this country, all 2.4 million of them, because they are unable to receive the nutritional assistance. Not only
Did you
that,
say food insecurity?
no, I didn't say Social Security. The other
Oh,
40 million
Food
recipients,
insecurity.
said
yes,
insecurity.
SNAP, food
Okay.
insecurity, yeah. The other 40 million who are still receiving SNAP benefits are receiving fewer, like they're receiving less than they've received before because they gutted the program and lessened the amount that it was funded. So it's being funded less so people receive less money a month. We are starving our citizens. And this is just a policy that's already gone into effect. Don't even make me start talking about Medicaid and Medicare changes that are effective October 1st,
Okay.
2026.
All right. Now, can I talk, please? You've been talking for 5
If you
minutes.
address what I just said.
Okay. Okay. Now, SNAP benefits. One, there are many jobs out here that if you do not feel good or there's something going on medically and you have a medical record that you could leave work. If you have a medical record and there's something that is wrong with you, medically wrong with you, and you have that paperwork to support that, when you go to work, you could leave early. Now, if someone was medically able not to
And they
work,
get
there's
dinged
no
for that.
way in hell you could force them to go to work if they're medically. So what you're saying is they're like disabled, they fully can't work. You can't force someone fully disabled to go and work. That's impossible. If they were really fully super 100% disabled, that you can't do that. See, they like people go to work comfortably, and guess what? Fibromyalgia, whatever you said, cool. My mom has that. I know how to pronounce it correctly. Pardon my French, but let me tell you something. My mother has that. At the end of the day, that still doesn't mean that you can't not go to work. You still work. You still work through that. You guys like stuff handed to you. You want food on a gold plate for you every day. Listen, I'm from the hood. I came up from SNAP benefits.
I'm so
I came up from
sorry.
food
I'm
stamps.
sorry.
But
No,
that still
I'm
doesn't matter.
sorry.
That
I'm
still doesn't matter.
sorry. I'm
That still
sorry.
doesn't
I'm
matter.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That still doesn't
I'm
matter.
sorry
You guys,
that we
no,
want
no, no. You
people to
thought you
eat,
ate.
Manny.
You thought you
Manny,
ate.
I'm
No,
sorry
it's
that
not
we
about
want
eating.
people
It's not
to have
about eating.
access
But
to
guess what?
food
And
in the
just
supposed Manny, the
Uh,
supposed greatest country on earth. And we want
if they were
people
fully
to eat
disabled, they wouldn't be able to
food.
go to work.
Oh
Okay.
no, how
And guess
terrible of
what?
us,
And guess
especially when over 70% of the people receiving SNAP work full time and part time jobs.
Mhm,
And as you
mhm,
said, if you are
mhm,
partially
mhm.
disabled or something's
Which
wrong with you, you
which
can leave
website are you
work.
reading this
You
off of?
then miss out on
And which website
hours,
are you reading this off of?
Manny. And so you
And
get
which
dinged
website
for
are you
that. You
reading this
don't
off
meet
of?
the required
Which
amount of
website are
work
you reading
hours
this
to
off of?
receive your SNAP benefits.
Wikipedia. Wikipedia. What are you
Wikipedia.
typing
We're
over there,
citing
young lady?
Wikipedia now.
No,
Come
he's
on, man.
assuming that
You
you're
put you
reading
you,
from
you really
Wikipedia. No, sir, you can actually find this
you got
information
to.
from the USDA report because they do
Oh,
release
the
reports. They
USDA
release
report.
statistics. So, for example, on USDA is exactly directly where I learned that in 2023, 34% of all households that receive SNAP benefits have children in them, US citizen children, right? 33% of all SNAP recipient households have veterans of our United States military. 17% then also have the disabled, so physically incapable of working in the household. That's 84% of all SNAP recipients have someone that is unable to work and or should not be expected to work, i.e. veterans of our United States military. Sorry, 33% is the elderly. Let me rephrase. But 1.3 million of SNAP recipients are veterans. So my bad on that one. I'd have to go back through and look at that. But the elderly should not be expected to work in any shape or form. If they've hit 65 and a half, then they should be able to just be themselves and live on their own and just live their fucking life. You shouldn't have to live for that. Shouldn't have to work all that time. Okay. So, yes, we already know by the numbers, by the USDA report that was released last year in 2025, because they haven't released the numbers for 2024 yet, because they're 2 years behind. I love the government. They're doing so great. 84% of all households or 84% of all households have people that are not of age to work or not capable of working. And
Are capable of working.
out of those, the adults that receive it on behalf of a beneficiary, so like children, they work.
Okay. Since you want to keep bringing up the children and stuff, how much did Venezuela not dump their prison into our border?
That was a pivot. Holy shit.
Yes or no?
Do I need to
Yes
get
or
my...
no?
No, that's
Talk
been
about the U.S.
disproven.
children. That's
No.
not been disproven.
That's been
not been
Yes, it
debunked.
has.
That's not been
Oh,
Yes, it
debunked.
has.
No, that hasn't. How many criminals came from the border? How many people came with illegal drugs that kill our children every day? You guys want to talk about SNAP benefits? Who benefits the most from SNAP benefits? Who? People in poverty, correct? Yes or no? Now, people that need that like you guys said need that, they're not able to work. How big is the drug problem
That's not
in
what
those
we
same
said.
areas?
You didn't listen.
Wait,
That's
time out.
not what
Not
she
at
said.
all. Not at all.
How big is the drug problem in those same areas? But you guys want to talk about
Yeah, you're doing great. Let's see.
Why
We're
do they
gonna-
believe these things? By the way,
I
just so
don't know.
everybody knows, I have 3 screens in front of me. I literally have the call that I'm on with Audie right here. I have my Discord on this tiny little screen, and I have a Chrome window that has the YouTube chat. I have a Twitter window open so I can scroll when you guys bore me, and just a random tab of nothing, just so you know. I don't read Wikipedia.
You know what I've been doing? I've been smoking this whole time talking to you and not reading nothing off no Wikipedia.
Maybe you should put it down. I don't
Or
know
maybe
what
you
exactly.
should read Wikipedia, actually. Maybe
Yeah.
you should try. Just
Oop,
start there.
I didn't mean to make that huge. Sorry, guys. So Monica can't see this, but everyone else. But we'll just put this up here. Well, at least one half of the chat can see it for right now. I hadn't added this apparently. PolitiFact, Florida. DeSantis repeats unfounded claims that Maduro freed Venezuelan prisoners to the U.S. False. It's been rated false. This is from WLRN, who is also partnered with PBS, NPR. I know those are bad words for you. You're going to be so upset, but they're also partnered with PolitiFact, who is known for their fact checking and their research for said fact checking. So this has been beyond proven incorrect. And this is just from, like, just to be clear, guys, this is a recent rating just as of January 5th, 2026 with these recent claims. So, but this has been fact checked to hell and back well beforehand. Would you like to get back to SNAP benefits where you're just doing so great?
Okay, so if you want to talk about SNAP benefits, I'm literally from the hood and I understand that people do not work. Whether you want to talk about it or not, where are you from? Because you're talking about off of
Wherever I
Wikipedia,
wanna
I'm talking
be.
about from experience. I'm talking about from experience. You haven't been
I'm
in
from
these
Earth 2.
situations, these predicaments. Like, where have you,
It's like, you want me to
you guys are
trigger
talking
him
off
with
of
facts?
Safari.
I'm
Do
from
it.
North Aurora. I grew up in North Aurora,
North Aurora.
Colorado.
Where's that?
Never heard of you.
Who
are
should have?
you?
It was kind of, we were
Never
kind
heard
of a
of
big
you.
deal.
They were
last
kind of a
year.
big deal, yeah.
We were kind of a big
Never
deal
heard
last
of you.
year.
Yo, wait, where's the other lady from? Where are you from?
Earth 2.
Yeah, she just told you.
Yeah, Earth 2. And you guys are talking about your opinion. You're from Earth 2. Get the fuck
Hell
out of here.
yeah.
Yo,
I
what
told
the
you where
fuck?
I was from.
Yo, I can't believe I'm on the phone. Yo,
I
I'm
mean,
on
where
the
do you
phone
want to
with y'all, and
start?
you from
Oh,
Earth
I know.
2.
I know.
What the
Actually,
fuck?
I know.
yo,
Hold on.
the girl, yo, you look like
Hold
you
on.
Earth
I got
2.
the best.
Your
I have
shit-
the best response for you. I'm from
Yo, your
Deutschland.
forehead big as shit. Your forehead big as
I'm
shit.
from
you know?
Deutschland.
And you got nothing, and you got no fucking knowledge in there. You heard? You full
I'm
of shit. I'm tired
from.
of you. I was trying to keep this shit
Shush.
P.
Manny.
I was trying to keep this shit P. You heard? But yo, listen, Ariana, whatever your name is, yo, go jump off the
Manny,
bridge. You heard?
I'm literally answering your question. This is really, like, I don't know if you heard me, and
Bro,
you
you
probably don't
never-
know what this is. Manny, you're not doing well, okay? Your phone is clipping because you're yelling into it so much, right?
Your mom got
Yeah, you're not doing well. And then also, Manny, I want to help you out. Your ad homs are like a 3-year-old. My 15-year-old stepdaughter can give better insults than you.
We're doing yo mama jokes right now?
Yeah,
That's
he
what we're
already
doing?
did that.
Okay.
Also, forehead, like, oh my gosh, my forehead's been the same size since I was like a child. It's not. Oh goodness. Ladies, love your body, love your forehead. I don't know what to say. Men, love your forehead. There's nothing wrong with it. We have a good friend named Hector whose forehead just doesn't stop.
I don't want this. Hey, Hector, it wasn't me.
If Izzy's in here, I hope you heard that. Love you, Izzy. And Hector. But it's kind of, it gives me, it makes me think of like Stephen Miller.
Mm-hmm.
His forehead doesn't stop either.
No.
But I bet Manny loves Stephen Miller.
Yo, y'all trying to mute me and then talk shit on there.
Crashing out, bro.
Sir, you're the one that's like, if you had truly been muted, you would have heard a beep. I just turned down your volume because you're screaming. It's Andrea. Thank you for becoming a super fan. Hello.
You guys never told me.
You would have heard a beep if you were going to
America. And I'm Spanish. You guys are not. They're deporting my brothers and sisters, not yours. Who are you?
You know the Spanish were the colonizers, right? You're aware of that?
Okay.
The Spaniards, yeah.
What is that, bro? That still doesn't give them a right to break a law. There's laws.
Yeah, if you're from,
they're not Spanish. They're not Spanish.
I can't. Okay, even if they were in Spanish, it doesn't matter. You can't break a law.
They're not. You don't know the law.
That's it. If there's laws, if there's a certain way to get, bro. I'm telling you, I'm from New York City. What are you talking about? I've known people that came over here legally and have paid for their family to come over here legally. So now explain to me why you guys think it's okay for them people to have to pay.
And I know Nicki Minaj.
And come over here legally, and then go ahead and they could come whenever they want. They could just come over the border, so what, and do what they want to do.
I'm going to ask you like one last question as you crash out. What law did they break?
What's the penal code?
What?
What's the penal code that they
a U.S.
violated?
citizen? Are they a U.S. citizen?
What penal
Or
code
did
did
they
they
come over here
violate?
legally? Did they come over here legally?
What penal
What
code
law
did they
did they
violate?
break?
Yes or no? Can you answer
What law
that
did
for
they
me?
break?
Can
I
you
don't
answer
know.
that? Did
Who
they
are
come
we
over here
talking
legally?
about? I don't know. Who are we talking about?
Now who are we talking about? But we were just talking
Yeah,
about
what
them the
law
whole
did they
time. Now
break?
who are we talking about? Now
What
what law
law
they
did they
break?
break?
No, you're trying to jump
What
back and
penal
forth from
code?
questions. Oh, what law they break? What are we talking about? What do you mean?
The
You know
law.
who we're
I'm talking about the law.
Now I'm asking you, did they come over here legally? Yes or no? Answer
It
that.
depends on who we're talking about.
Now it depends on who we're talking about.
It
So the
does,
people
because
Yeah.
our law is different, which you don't know.
which I don't know. Okay, sounds
You
good.
don't.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
just sounds good. I
What
see what you
law
guys do. You guys
then? Can
type
you
up
tell
what-
me?
you guys
Educate
are
me.
typing
Please,
things
I'm
up. You
begging
guys
you
are
to
typing
educate
things up.
me.
You
You
can
guys
hear
are
it when I
typing
type.
things up.
You can literally
You guys
hear
are
it when I
typing things
type.
up, asking about, hey, what law?
Sir,
Can
you've already
somebody
when
you've
come
already
over?
acknowledged
If you are born
Very
in
loud.
Mexico, time out. If you are born in Mexico, if you are born in fucking
you're not
wherever across
Spanish.
this way and not
Well, I
in the
mean, you
United
could
States
be,
of
but
America, can you come over here by swimming through a river and not letting them know that you're coming over here? Yes or
I
no?
mean, technically, yes.
Technically,
No,
yes.
you can't,
For
nigga, you fucking slow
365
fuck.
days,
What are you
yes.
talking about, bro? You slow
For
as shit.
365 days, yes, you could swim over here and not
We
notify anybody that
colonized
you
our
came here
land.
for
I think
365 days.
I'm more confused why someone from Mexico would swim. I mean, I guess they have to go through the Rio Grande if they didn't want
Yeah,
to,
if they're
but
coming
I
that
mean,
way.
I'm
Swim,
just
smuggle, fly,
thanks,
fly,
J-Hops.
nigga,
Yeah.
grow some wings
Cool.
and fly across the Pacific.
Oh, why'd you have to say
Oh.
the N-word? Why are you weird? Okay, Manny, you're gone because we don't do slurs here.
No, thank you.
I don't understand people a lot of the time. Okay, guys, hi. We'll just do a quick little PSA interjection here. Guys, on TikTok, you are still behind on the likes. We should have been at 100,000 likes 13 minutes ago. So I'm going to need y'all to step it up a little bit. Also, guys, if you can, we still have this goal. We still need $65 left on it. If we can go ahead and knock that out, that would be great. That is for direct donations to Cash App or Venmo. I do appreciate that. We'll take the next caller. We have two more waiting. We have a Jimmy. I'm always sus over Jimmy's. Says, considering what I do on Tuesdays. And if you're new, to be clear, guys, hit that follow button or hit that subscribe button. If you are enjoying what Monica has to say, her YouTube is linked in the description over there, and you guys should already know her on Twitch. It is at JustMonida. Hit that follow button and come back. All right. And thank you for all of the jewels over on Tubes. I see them coming across. They're so I like the little animation that comes across now too from Streamlabs. They do great. All right.
Hello?
Jimmy, you're on the phone with
Holy crap,
Ari.
that dude was stupid.
He was something.
Yeah, he should have said those slurs.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. And thank you, J-Hops, for the 30. I appreciate. So we are now have 35 left. I can do math. Okay. So Jimmy, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yep. I got
Cool.
the list pulled up.
A list? Oh wait, are you the same guy earlier?
Nope.
You are.
Yeah, that was James.
Yeah.
He's now Jimmy.
And he wasn't from Florida, he was from Illinois. Last time. Guys, it tells me your details. You should be able to see it. It's right there. I keep moving. I can see it. I can't tell you guys anything. Can you see it on your phone?
See what?
The sticker?
The goal?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Anyways, we have Mia. I need you to get their names. Someone from California. We'll find out who they are. Hi, caller. You're on the line with Ari and Moni. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. What's your name? Just your first name.
Yanni.
Yanni? Okay. And
Yeah.
thank you, Dean, for the 10. You said we're going to need therapy after all of this. I don't disagree. Okay. Yanni, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. What's he done so far that's earned your support?
Before we start, I just want to ask you, About Donald Trump. How much do you guys charge for a blowjob?
It's out of your price range because I don't know
Yeah,
you. So,
I promise you way more than you could afford, sweetie.
yeah. Well, now that we know you're just a troll, have a great day or don't. Please stub your toe when you wake up in the morning. So, all right, we got to wait on one person here, but 1 second, Moni, I got to grab my water bottle. I just realized I don't have it next to me. Sad face.
You're totally fine. So, hi guys, let's make sure we're doing the good things. I'll be the mean one if you want me to be. I can totally do that. So, let's make sure, especially on TikTok, guys, I know you can do it. I've seen you do it in my life. So, let's make sure we're tapping the screen. Okay? Let's do that. Let's support Audie. I want to see it.
Okay, I'm back. I can hear again. See, it's easier with these headphones to just unplug and then walk.
Yeah, walk away and then
Yeah, and then just
back
plug
in.
them back in instead of taking them off. And guys, like for the last caller, if you really, I don't have this, but for those that are on TikTok or if you go over to her page, she has links in her bio. I don't.
That are spicy. If that's your thing. If you like to be shamed,
It
I
might
can
be
do that for
something
you.
like Oscar Foxtrot. I don't know.
Something like that.
But yeah, but not for me. You ain't gonna find it in mine. You'll be sorely disappointed. Yanni kick rocks with open-toed shoes. Exactly, Kilo. Thank you. All right, we are just waiting for the screens to finish up here. Chris said, "Good evening, Ari. How free is U.S. World Population Review freest countries? Canada number 1. U.S. is 15th between South Africa and Argentina. Is that what you've seen? I thought we were lower, or I thought someone else
For
was number 1. Freest country? No, not freest countries. I was thinking of
oh.
corruption.
Oh.
I think I was thinking of the corruption index.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
we're
haven't
about in
looked
the
at it in a
middle.
while.
Yeah. No, the United States is absolutely not the freest. I agree with that in a review. I don't know about Canada being the freest either. That I don't know. People just assume we're the freest. Jess said MAGA is not human. I don't disagree.
They don't act like it.
They definitely don't act like it.
I will be right back. I am going to open this door for my cat because she's not going to stop until she's in here with me. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, she needs some attention or something, apparently. All right, guys. Dina, I think that's okay. All right, thanks, I guess. Again, we're just waiting for a couple people to be screened. But let's see, guys. So in world news, Iran suffered an earthquake today, which was pretty good, or pretty big for them, but nobody died, at least, from what they've reported. It's just really, like, that's the only news that we've heard about Iran today.
Is that good or bad?
Mid. Apparently, they're one of the most countries prone to earthquakes, from what I was reading.
They're just sitting on a plate.
Yeah, I guess it's just where they're at, which kind of makes sense if you look at it on a map, which I would love for any one of y'all to actually point out Iran on the map. That'd be funny. Challenge of the day, find me Iran on a map. That would be great. No, yeah, cat. My cat doesn't like closed doors either. Bailey just figures out how to open them, so.
No, she doesn't do that. She just wants to be with me.
Bailey opens cabinets.
Ooh.
He's a butt. He hasn't been opening up these ones, surprisingly, but at my last house, I had to literally put child safety locks on every single cabinet door. Because
we have
Bailey's
to hide
like,
our bread from our little one. Our little, like Jasper, he will eat bread through the plastic. So we have to keep it all in the pantry.
Baby proof, you're right, Zoe. Thank you. Yeah, we have to start hiding food from the dog.
Oh no.
The dog keeps stealing stuff. She's doing great. All right. Hey, apparently I'm so awesome that when I walk around, I cause earthquakes.
Ooh,
Damn, that's a
you're like
pretty
a
fucking good power.
Marvel superhero.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna cause an earthquake on your soul.
On your soul?
Yeah. I thought I'd go extreme.
There you go.
Man, y'all are just like failing at getting screened right now. Are you all just children calling? Probably. By the way, you could sign back into that website that I sent you, and if you
Mhm.
would be able to see, like, if you click on my shows, you would see my name in the bottom of the corner, and then you can see all the calls too.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know why it's saying that it's full, but let's see. Just did it the other day. Crazy thing is, a lot of these people were all just probably trolls.
It's what they always are.
99 of y'all have called in. You're doing great. Oh, yeah. Don't call in from an anonymous number. I'm not going to talk to you anymore, by the way.
You guys got to be better than Manny.
Yeah. Manny was not great. Not great at all. That was so odd. But still better than the 18th Amendment.
He tried so hard.
Did he try, though?
I mean, at least he remembered more than 1 and 2, but he didn't know what they were. At least he remembered the numbers. He can count that high.
Oh, guys, not that many. For those in TikTok,
No.
not that many.
They're like, what'd he do?
Yeah, you guys immediately was like, I'm gonna stand up for him. No, not that one. Not that one. He's still good. We're good there.
Mhm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why it says that there's okay, we'll just go ahead and open that all the way up. I'm putting Mia to work right now.
Aw. We love you, Mia. Doing the things.
I don't know how to take this one, but thank you, Eric, for the $4.99. Good job, great job, ladies. I'm sure Polly loves that 5 head. It's 4.
She's like, I've checked.
Like,
Is that too much?
it's not
9,
5.
4.
That goes into my hairline. Ye not crazy. Hello, I am Canadian. I have dual citizenship. I don't support Trump. Also, tell that orange to bring back Jack Daniels to Canada. They'll bring it back when we stop tariffing y'all. Like that's literally the hard line. I don't even blame Canada for that. For real.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mia's not getting names. Okay.
Hello?
Hi, caller. You're on the air with Ari and Moni. How are you doing today?
Great. How are you guys
Awesome.
doing?
Doing well. What's your name?
My name's Carl.
You said Kyle?
Carl. Yeah, sorry, Carl.
Carl.
Is this Minnesota
Yeah,
friend?
Yes, it is. I just wanted to check in and say hi. I'm calling you from my Trump phone.
Hey, yo.
Just,
I mean, supposedly
not
they
a Trump
shipped.
phone.
no, Justin gave me this link today, and I followed it and liked it, and I've been listening. So I decided to check in and see what was going on.
Wait,
But
this is the
new
first time
Trump
you've
phone-
seen me?
This is the first time I've seen you, Ari.
Wow, that's
Never seen you
amazing.
before.
Awesome.
I hear
Love
you. I hear
that.
you talking on
I love
my
that
thing,
for
but
Moni.
then she was going live, so I asked Justin how to find you, and then he sent me a link, and then here we are.
Awesome.
Anyway, just want to check in. I'll be listening. But this new Trump phone that I don't have kicks ass.
Hey, yo. All right. Well, thank you.
Later.
You have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and did you find where you could like join?
It says, what does it say? It says host show
Yep,
screen
just click
calls
that.
config.
Just
Screen calls.
Host. It
Host show.
It won't affect anything. It just
Okay. I
allows
was
you
like,
to
I
see
didn't
it.
want to do anything.
It's not going to
Okay.
add sound to you, and because this is why this has to be set up. And so yeah, it won't add sound on your end, but it allows you to see everybody.
Everybody got
Yep.
it.
All right. So we have Joseph from Texas on the line. And let's see. Joseph, you are on air with Ari and Moni. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing well.
Good to hear.
Great. So are you still supporting Donald Trump?
So, yeah, I voted for him, and I don't regret voting for him. So, yes, I would say that I support Trump.
Okay. Why do you still support him?
So, unfortunately, and I will put this little caveat out there. So, unfortunately, we've really set our society into a two-party system where we ultimately end up with two options. And so when the options were vote for Trump or vote for Kamala. And I actually didn't originally vote for him in 2016. I really tried that third party. I voted for the libertarian option. But in 2020, basically the last two elections, I voted for Trump. And the reason is because of a lot of the social issues. I feel that particularly leftists in the current state, and again, I hate dividing it into left and right, but they pick a lot of social issues, and I feel like they push them for the sake of, like, progress for progress sake. And I think that's inappropriate, and I think it's causing a lot of issues. And he did better than I thought he would during his first term. But not happy with this particular situation that we're in right now with the war with Iran. I'm not particularly happy with how we're handling Israel, but I think Trump is still the better option, and I would vote for him again.
You can't. So you do
Well,
understand you can't vote for Trump again, right?
I understand how the Constitution works. Yes, as of right now, there's an amendment in place. Everybody does 2 terms. What I'm saying is if we flash back to our last voting session, right, and I had an opportunity and had to make the decision again, Trump or Kamala, I'd still choose Trump.
Okay.
Oh, where to start?
Did you use the phrase lesser of two evils?
No, I did not.
You did not. Okay,
I think
perfect.
if I said anything, I would have said shiniest of 2 turds because that's my go-to. But not lesser of 2 evils. But
no, that's
I
fine.
get where you're going there.
No, I was just making sure I didn't hear that. So, all right.
No.
Yeah.
I guess. Do you even want to touch that with social issues, Adi?
No, they don't know anything.
Well, no, it's all. He even started it saying "I feel," so it's not going to go anywhere. It's his feelings. It doesn't mean anything.
I mean, I can back it up with facts. We can remove the feeling from it.
I doubt
I'm fine
it.
with that.
Which ism or phobia do you have?
If anything, classism. So 2019, BLM was everywhere. A lot of issues got publicized.
2019.
That
wasn't 2019.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
That was 2020.
No, I'm saying so. Like 2019 was when George Floyd happened, right?
No.
And they published.
Nope. Not 2019.
Yeah, because that was literally the summer.
Nope. Go ahead and finish your sentence. That was the summer when what happened?
Okay. Going into the election, Biden versus Trump, okay? The big issues were COVID and BLM. Can we agree on that?
No.
No.
When was Biden inaugurated into office?
In 2021.
Okay.
So when did the election occur for that for him?
November 2020.
Okay.
Great. So summer before that election cycle was when?
2020.
So
Okay.
when did George
Sorry,
Floyd die?
2019. Might have been in May. My point is, all through that
It was in
election
May. Of
cycle,
what
it
year?
was a huge issue. Again, I don't understand how that's important.
Because you have to have a
Because I've
basis
got
of
a date
facts.
wrong.
Yeah, that's
So
important.
because it doesn't matter if it
I mean,
happened
we
in
got you there. There
2030.
was that at least. I mean,
But
it would,
my
because
point is, you
that
got
would
me
be in
on
the
a date.
future,
That's
and then
not
I
a
would have
policy.
to, if you were talking about 2030, I would have to ask you for the winning lotto numbers for tomorrow.
My point is that whether it happened in 1920 or 2000, it was a topic of discussion during that election cycle. Do you agree?
Yes, in 2020.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So the whole reason I bring that up is there was a lot of publicized issues with excessive force. Even there were some really messed up stories with excessive force of police, even coming out of Utah, where I lived at that time. So my wife and I, we really wanted to take a look at ourselves and see if we were racist, right? Because self-reflection, right? When something's pointed out, if you don't self-evaluate, then you're not looking to improve, right?
Are you white?
You're awesome.
Native American and white, but yes.
Indigenous and white. Okay. Do you think then you get to decide if you're racist or not? That's something you get to decide for yourself?
I think you're either racist or you're not, period. I don't think anybody decides. I think it's a fact.
Well, but how would you determine for yourself that you're not when you don't live that experience?
So, when racism is the state of looking down on someone else strictly because of the color of their skin and their heritage, that is the idea of racism, right? Either you do that or you don't. Agreed?
No.
Well, there are conscious and unconscious biases within racism.
Intent and impact.
Okay. And that's why when you self-reflect, right, you analyze your decisions and you reevaluate whether or not there was conscious or unconscious bias in those decisions.
Sure. And what I'm
Agreed?
going to
So
tell you
one
is the
could
fact,
analyze.
sure. And what I'm going to tell you is the fact that you brought up BLM as your first talking point gives me a big red flag.
So the reason I'm using that is you asked what ism I have. And my wife and I genuinely reviewed ourselves. And what I came to the conclusion of is I don't feel like I have any problem on any scale with race. I definitely really struggle sometimes. And this probably has more to do with the fact that I was adopted from a family on welfare with some lower class, in lower income practices and behaviors. So you ask what ism I have. If I have one, it's classism. I do believe that I struggle with people who are significantly higher class bracket than I am and a significantly lower class bracket than I am. They make me feel uncomfortable, regardless of their skin color. So
that's not even what
your
classism
answer.
is about.
Well, that's your answer. That's the closest thing I can give you to an answer to what ism I suffer
And I agree. You said classism was your ism, but then again, you brought up BLM. Why?
So I brought BLM to illustrate that I have genuinely reflected on if I am racist, sexist, religious. I forget what that one is. Bigot. I think that was just bigot or prejudice. The only one that I, again, believe I struggle with on any level, to answer your question in a genuine and faithful answer, is I really struggle with extremely high-class culture and extremely low-class culture. I don't feel comfortable in a trailer park, and I don't feel comfortable at Mar-a-Lago.
That's not classism.
Okay.
Okay,
Then what were,
what would you define classism as?
well, the actual definition, but what were the Democrats doing in
No.
regards to classism that made you uncomfortable?
I didn't say. You asked what ism I am, and you can't just say that's not what that is. Awesome. Let's move
You
forward.
said,
What's your definition?
Prejudice or discrimination or systemic oppression directed at individuals based on their social or economic class, which is not what you are doing. You're just saying you don't feel comfortable. That's not a prejudice.
I know.
That is not discrimination.
When I go back to hang,
how are you discriminating against the Mar-a-Lago class then?
They're nowhere near. They're like, I do my best to avoid corporations on all levels.
How are you? That's not discrimination.
Locally, I support business locally.
That is not discrimination. How are you discriminating against the Mar-a-Lago class, especially you calling in as a Trump supporter?
All right. Would you agree that if a black person was invited into my house and I felt uncomfortable and asked them to leave, that would be discriminating against them?
No, because they could have, let's just say you had a rule to enter your house to take off their shoes, and then they took off their shoes. They were wearing tennis shoes, but they weren't wearing socks. That would make me uncomfortable. I'd ask anybody to leave. You're not wearing socks and tennis shoes? You're weird. Wear some socks, guys. That you don't want that funk. Anyways, so they could make you uncomfortable for a number of reasons that could have zero to do with their race.
Okay. Because they're black.
That has, so you're utilizing, they just made you uncomfortable because they entered into your house and they're black.
Yeah.
Then yes, if you're doing it specifically, because of their color, the color of their skin, then that is discrimination, and yes, that would be racism as well.
Right. And I'm telling you that the circles that rich people run around in, the behaviors that they participate in, and the lack of ethics they seem to apply to their decision making, and the fact that they apply money first, right? I've met some of these people. Just being in their presence makes me feel uncomfortable.
That is not. No.
But you voted for Donald Trump, so
yeah. So that's not true. You literally aligned yourself with the Mar-a-Lago class. Again, that's not okay. I guess we need to break this down to discrimination as well. Okay, which is the unfair or prejudicial treatment of individuals or groups based off of characteristics that they can't change typically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you being prejudicial towards them, and how are you treating them unfairly? Does your discomfort make it so that you're treating somebody that makes $4 billion a year uncomfortable? Like, does that make it unfair treatment because you're uncomfortable near them?
Again, it doesn't. Again, if I walk up to somebody and I do something, it doesn't have to make them feel uncomfortable for it to be discrimination. If I were to yell a racial slur, the act of yelling the racial slur is a discriminatory act. It is a racist act. If they let it roll off their shoulders and they're unaffected by it, or they don't hear it, it doesn't change the fact that I did something that was discriminatory.
Can I tell you, Moni, how much I miss Ren?
Around them.
Here's why. I'll put it on the screen. Where is it? Is it too far back?
I just want to know how many different ways we can ask how you discriminate against the higher class.
Hold on, did I miss it?
Again, I don't associate with them, and I don't let them associate with me.
That's not discrimination.
Yeah.
You just said Never mind.
You're
Never mind.
basically yeah, he's saying I don't like rich assholes just like I don't like all poor people. Yeah, that's a good point. Ren also said like so if he's not racist, why does he keep bringing up race?
Because that's
There
an
it is. I
example
found
of
it.
an ism.
There's Ren. I miss Ren. She's amazing.
There's plenty of other ones.
All right. My big thing, that the reason I would say that I still support Trump, all right,
Oh, we got back there.
is because, again, we are in a bipartisan system. My option is either to vote for Trump and support Trump or to vote for other alternatives, right? The only other alternative, right, again, was Kamala. All right.
No,
We
that
can
that
say we
was your
moved forward for that.
option in 2024. We are now on May 13th, 2026, the great year of our Lord.
Okay.
You have
Now
no
moving
reason to
forward,
still
my
support
only
him.
option.
So why is he, it's not your only option. You have two options here. You can support Donald Trump or you can not support Donald Trump. So, but you're choosing to continue to support him.
So
Why?
my question for you is why can't I choose to support him but disagree with some of the things he does? For example, I support my wife. I love her dearly, right? That does not mean that I think she's a perfect angel and that I agree with every single decision she makes.
Okay.
Sure,
can
but the
support
fact
Trump.
that you still have the whole point of this conversation is to get to the things you still support. See, me and Ari, I don't think we really have anything from this term of his that we support at all. So the fact that you're they're very little. I think the only thing I
I'll
saw
support it if
recently
they
is
do give the troops a 7% pay raise. 100%.
that would be great. And I think somebody was floating the idea of allowing SNAP recipients to purchase rotisserie chicken and hot foods, which I would totally be for because the fact
they
that
need
you
to do
can't
that.
now is yeah.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, absolutely.
So dumb.
But so very little, right? But we can substantiate the policies we support and why we support them. That's what we're trying to get into is why you support him.
Okay. Okay. We can be specific then. All right.
Let's start. I did think that was funny. Jay Hops wanted to point out that it seems like he gaslit himself into believing he's not racist. Anyways, but I was just reading that.
Taking time out of your day to call me a racism.
No, somebody else.
Oh yeah, it wasn't me. It was
no. That's for
okay.
him. That's fine. Thank you for calling me a racist.
Anyways, so specifically, why? What's he done so far that's earned your continued support? Like, what specifically has he done?
So, first thing, Trump is directly responsible for the legislation that prevented the pharmaceutical industry from price fixing insulin. Essentially,
I don't think you know what price fixing is.
From his, so are we talking about his first term now? Because I would prefer to talk about his second term.
Okay.
Because you do know that was only for a very specific part of Medicare, and then Biden expanded it.
It was only for 90 days because it was an executive order.
Okay. So, to be specific, no, I don't think you guys mentioned no tax on tips and overtime, right?
Yes. Cool. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. I think it's a good start. It is limited and it has a time, it has an expiration date. So.
Okay. Everything.
And if we're going to give anybody credit, we should give that credit to Rand Paul, who's actively serving in the United States Senate, because no tax on tips was one of his policies. Elizabeth Warren campaigned on that policy as well. Bernie Sanders campaigned on that policy. So give credit to the Congress people who actually put that into writing.
Okay. I'm
as
fine with
well.
that. Rand Paul's one of my few people I actually like. Okay. Accelerated oil, gas, and coal production.
How? What piece of legislation?
So it's fun that we get to do this.
Because even according to the Bureau of Labor
again-
Statistics report, there has been no significant increase or decrease in the mining occupation. They have not added nor reduced jobs at a significant amount.
Okay. So April
love
2026 Defense Production Act, DPA.
Isn't that the munitions one?
Probably.
And he also deregulated a ton of stuff for the
Provides the president with an
Paris
array of
Climate
authorities
Accord.
to shape national defense preparedness programs and to take appropriate steps to maintain and enhance the domestic industrial base. This is something that's been renewed every couple of years from 1950.
Mm-hmm.
So gold star, every president's done this.
Okay. All right.
And we're increasing production of defense. Why?
So again, it didn't say increase defense, it increased support for defense. One of the biggest issues I think that the U.S. faces is that we're dependent on other countries for resources that we have here.
Oh, and this never even became law.
Okay, nothing the president does becomes law, and everything is temporary. In order for anything to be a permanent change, that has to go through the Senate and the House of Representatives. So blaming a president for all of the issues is nothing that you can do. Either he gets credit for the things
to be
that
clear,
he's endorsed, or he gets no
No,
credit.
yeah, and to be clear, me and Ari specifically, we use Trump because that's the easiest for you guys to recognize. But we talk a lot about the administration that he appointed and who was confirmed by the Senate. We talk specifically about the fact that he says he has a mandate over Congress because they have the majority in the House of Representatives and the Senate, and yet they're getting nothing done.
So my biggest problem, and we might go off on a tangent here, that's up to you. My biggest problem is the fact that I think the majority of politicians, and to include sometimes Trump, and in fact, sometimes Trump, yes, is that there's no good and bad among them. Majority of the politicians in the U.S. are, one, either more loyal to another entity rather than the United States people, be that a corporation, a foreign country, or themselves, or they are deliberately using social issues, everything from LGBTQ all the way to children, right?
There it is.
To be able to pass
There it is.
legislation.
That's what I was waiting for from the beginning of the show or the call.
I'm surprised it took 23 minutes.
I know.
Okay, what did I say? Did I say the magic word? Did I win $1 million?
You did.
I mean,
we found your phobia.
You're gonna have to play the lottery for the $1 million, though, because ain't nobody got that unless you're Trump.
What's my phobia?
Why'd you bring up social issues regarding the LGBTQ and children?
Because that's every single politician, left or right, when they want to pass something that they use to gain control, they cite it's to protect the children, it's to increase rights, it's
No, they
to
don't.
raise social awareness.
No.
Okay, so what does that have to do with the LGBTQI plus community? Why'd you use that in the same sentence? I don't disagree that a lot of campaigns run off of protecting children. I don't disagree with that. But it's weird that you've included
I'll give you a very
them.
basic issue. this one's a little dated, but I'll give you a great example. So during the Stonewall protest, right? Well known. I think we all know the details, right? They were asking for basic rights, right? I want to be able to declare my partner as my partner. I want to be able to declare them as next of kin. I want to be able to put them and file jointly on taxes. I want them to be able to visit me when I'm in the ER. Agreed? Why
Sure.
is
They
any
also
of
would
that
just like
restricted
not
in
to
the
be
first place?
illegal. Why what?
Why was any of that restricted at the first place?
Bigotry.
Bigots.
But I'm saying I should be able to name whoever I want to be as next of kin, and it should be easy. If I decide
I
me and my
agree.
friend John are going to be, my point is I agree with that, right?
Sure, take
And
that up
so,
with conservatives.
They're the ones that have an issue. The Conservative
Agreed.
Party, the RNC, is the one that ran $215 million in negative campaign ads against the LGBTQ plus community, right? They're the ones that spent $215 million to run negative campaign ads, whereas the DNC spent zero in anti or
so
pro.
my point is that shouldn't be a gay rights issue. That should just be a thing.
Sure, then tell the
Right?
conservatives to stop attacking us. That's great.
So, and then all the way to the other side of that, when I mentioned children, is actually a very recent one, right? Several states, led by liberal leaders, have been passing laws to regulate 3D printing. Okay? The sole reason that they're regulating 3D printing is to protect the children from mass shootings because ghost guns.
Right. Yes. Okay.
You can
And?
literally go through and go to every single mass shooting, and every single one of them, they identify the weapon used. None of them are ghost guns. The whole reason they want to establish a database, right, is so that they can now, one, they'll have the unintended consequences of driving up 3D printers, which will increase cost, which takes independence and production away from the people. But once they've got a database that you have to connect to, what's to stop them from being, that looks like a Pokemon, all right? You can't manufacture that. That looks like a part to your tractor. You can't manufacture that. It's been copyrighted, right?
Yeah, that's capitalism.
They
You
do
hate
this-
capitalism. Welcome, comrade.
You're awesome.
No.
Yes.
Capitalism is the free market. The moment the market is being manipulated by government regulation, it's no longer free market.
Oh, God.
Oh.
End stage capitalist.
Yeah.
Are you an
stage.
anarcho-capitalist by chance? Is that?
No, if anything, I'm a constitutional libertarian.
No, I'm absolutely the fuck not. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. For anybody that still supports Donald Trump to call yourself a constitutionalist, somebody give you a whirl. Like, you need to get a swirly or whatever they call it when they stick your head in the toilet and flush.
Oh, they're welcome to
Also,
try.
the definition
constitutional-
of capitalism is the economic system of the private ownership of the means of production. So privately owned. So yeah, copywriting the stuff you're 3D printing and getting in trouble for that is literally capitalism.
What I do with my 3D printer once I purchase it is ownership, right?
Sure, but you don't have a right over the patent for the design.
I'm not selling it. There's no interest with patent law whatsoever. I'm not selling it.
Oh, well then that's just for home use. So what would that have to do with anything?
It doesn't matter. I have to maintain an online connection.
No. But I'm saying your example of printing a tractor part or that looks like a Pokemon, if it's just for your home to put on your shelf, nobody's going to do anything about that.
But that's what I'm saying is, so your right to ownership, private ownership, your right to repair, all of these things are being stripped.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Where's
So
the
you
bill
don't
to
believe
regulate
that,
your
right?
your printing at home for home use? Where's the legislative bill that regulates you being able to 3D print a part at home for personal use? Where's that?
I can get you exact numbers because it's happened in 4 states.
Besides guns, because that's going to be different regulation. That's not capitalism and copyrights
Okay.
and patents. That's
Multiple
safety.
U.S. states regulate 3D printers, including requirements for registration, mandatory background checks for buyers, mandatory print blocking technology, right? And that's what I'm saying is this is one that's
To
happening
keep
right
from
now.
sale.
But yeah. So
Yeah, to
California,
keep from
AB
sale.
2047.
California's. It's proposed, so it hasn't passed.
Yeah, the and
So this is an example of one.
and that's
actively
still
in
wrong.
firearms.
New York, yeah, New York is the only one that's considering legislation that would require a criminal history background check for purchasing 3D kit printers capable of producing firearms or their components.
Okay.
That's it. That's all it's
How do
about.
they-
Is states are utilizing their 10th Amendment rights in order to limit what you can do with a 3D printer, like printing off gun parts, which, by the way, the material that's used within it is subject to misfire, is going to cause incompatibilities within regular guns. Like there's multiple layers for reasons why it is bad
This is
to
a proven law,
3D
yeah.
print parts. But anyway, I want to go back to one thing. Well, we'll just stick with one thing. Why you can't call yourself a constitutionalist and support the United States, because I don't know about Monica, but I'm not here to debate individual state laws. You can do that with somebody else. I don't care about individual state laws. This is about the federal government, and perhaps you can look at what Donald Trump or the president or even Congress people have done to suggest state laws at the local level. That'd be fine if we wanted to go into that, but not the individual laws in each and every state. Whatever. Donald Trump has actively violated the 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th, 9th Amendment too, technically. Literally has tried to violate the 12th Amendment, and has violated the 14th Amendment, the 16th Amendment of the United States Constitution, and is now talking about violating the 24th Amendment and wants to violate the 25th. Or joked about it. We'll say it was a joke. And it's already written on paper with the United States Supreme Court that Donald Trump violated Article 1, Section 8 of the United States Constitution, meaning because he violated Article 1, Section 8, he also violated Article 2 and Article 6. You cannot call yourself a constitutionalist and support Donald Trump when you're okay with him violating parts of the Constitution.
Okay. So amendments by order. You said he violated the First Amendment, right? Freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition. How?
Let's see. He tried to take away AP's press badge. AP News. That's been blocked in court. They had to give it back, right? Also, him and his State Department, under the orders of Donald Trump with the State Department, they've actively revoked visas of people that have written either anti-Trump op-eds or spoke out negatively against the president or spoke out against Israel, both of which are blatant violations of freedom of speech and the First Amendment rights, which is why they had to have those reissued.
Any names for that?
Sure, Rumesa
Mahmoud Khalil.
Ozturk.
Mahmoud Khalil.
Rumesa Ozturk.
Isn't she the one that was on a student visa for her doctoral? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So, and for
No,
somebody,
you'll convert me.
this is going to be the only comment that I respond to you, by the way, from Not Jay. He said it's not a violation of freedom of speech to revoke a visa. It is when it's for the listed for the
For that
reason
reason.
of utilizing your freedom of speech to speak out against the government. That is a blatant violation of the First Amendment.
So,
Oh, and let's not even talk about the Pentagon trying to downgrade Mark Kelly's retirement rating because he also reminded fellow military members to ignore unlawful orders if given.
The DoD also banned a certain press from being able to enter in during the press conferences.
Which was also
However,
ruled
that was
unconstitutional.
overturned. Yes.
Yeah. Blatant First Amendment violations. You are not a constitutionalist.
Freedom of speech, religion, freedom of unreasonable search and seizure, freedom of religion, freedom of speech.
So, Mammoth, I'm catching up on him right now very quickly. So, Mammoth was...
Mahmoud Khalil.
Mahmoud Khalil. I'm very
Cool. Can you say
regard.
VP
I'm not
Harris's
the
name
same-
now, right? Can you say that? Can you say VP Harris's name now correctly?
If you would say it for me, probably. But I get calls with my name getting butchered all the time. That doesn't mean anything. It's a word I don't say often. Yeah. Oh yeah. It is like dumb how often people mess up my name. People can't even get the E and the S in the right order.
I mean, in their defense, there are people that literally spell Joseph, Joesph, because people are strange.
But that's spelling and not pronunciation.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever even heard of anybody mispronouncing Joseph. I knew I used to mispronounce Sean when it's spelled Sean because I'm like, that's Scene. Like, I don't give a fuck how you say it. It's Scene. That's not Sean. Where's the H? Where's the W? That doesn't make any sense.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, Sean, in Twitch. As a Sean, that makes me sad. Listen, I was in 4th grade.
You can be forgiven for what happened in 4th grade. White House role in campus protest, the administration cited adverse foreign policy consequences of legitimate immigration fraud failing to disclose. So, okay, so from what I understand, I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly, Mahmoud Khalil.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Was the status of his green card for his sake of student visa was challenged and revoked due to adverse foreign policy consequences and alleged immigration fraud. Now, from what I understand, the situation was reviewed, was undone, and he's still here, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So how is that a violation?
The fact that they tried to do it in the first place, and then he had to utilize his right to due process and fight it after they attempted to deport him, which was a violation of his due process rights and the ability to file for a writ of habeas corpus to contest his removal. It took months. They jailed him. They detained him for a long time. Also, W. Hector Raid.
That happens all the time, though. Anybody can accuse anybody and try them for anything.
Okay, but then
As
you're
long
not a
as
constitutionalist. You're not a constitutionalist because he violated the Constitution.
And you're okay with it.
No,
and you're still supporting
the
him.
violation would be overriding the ruling and enforcing it anyway.
This is due process. We literally just described due process.
The thing
And
that
it
they're
was found.
trying, yeah,
Well,
that they,
the judge found it to be unconstitutional what they did. So if they would not have challenged it at all, if Mahmoud Khalil would have just left the country, Donald Trump and his team would have still violated the Constitution. They just weren't challenged on it. So what happened is there were
Okay.
two things, right? The administration violated the Constitution and his rights, but he used his constitutional right to due process to try to get that undone. The whole point is that they set it as a policy within the State Department.
oh, I like this. I like this comparison. It's not like the best, but it makes sense. If I ran a stop sign and got a ticket subsequently and then paid for it, doesn't mean that it undoes the act that occurred.
Right.
It doesn't erase the act that occurred.
Yeah, but my point is false accusations and people, like, just in general, that's the thing that happens all the time. Just because Trump did it and he was on the wrong side of an argument doesn't mean he's deliberately breaking the Constitution.
When he is telling, sorry, it does, right? When he is telling them specifically to look for anyone that is doing pro-Palestine protests at colleges to remove their student visas. This happened last year. That is actively violating the First Amendment, or saying that anybody that protests against the Israeli government is automatically anti-Semitic, which is not true.
Okay. So we're very close, right? Because the whole point of this conversation, can we agree, is I'm going to try to at least express my point of view, maybe change your mind, or vice versa. Agree?
I'm not trying to change anybody's mind.
No.
So why would you want to have conversations with people who disagree with you?
It's not for you, it's for everyone else that's listening. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but the majority of people that call in are already set in their ways, and they're not going to hear from speaking to me. From speaking to me, they're not going to listen, the majority of them, right? There's maybe 5% of people that I can change their minds by speaking to them. I change more minds by them listening.
Okay. So you're on the verge of changing mine. Here's my question, okay? So we pointed with specifically Mahmoud Khalil, okay, was speaking out, right? There could be reasons why you would want to stop that, right? Simple as arguing disturbing of the peace, and inciting, there's a couple reasons I could see why you would say what he was doing specifically could be a problem. But declared unconstitutional, it wasn't upheld. He's back in the U.S. I think that's justice done. But then you specifically said that they were looking for that under direct order from the president. If you can find evidence of that, I would agree that that's direct violation of First Amendment, and you would definitely change my mind.
Marco Rubio did it on his own?
What's going on? Mom needs help with groceries? Okay. Marco Rubio did it on his own. Marco Rubio specifically what?
No, that was a question. Did Marco Rubio do it on his own? And that's also a good point, Ren. Mahmoud Khalil will never get back the fact that he missed his child being born due to being kept in detention. His first child. So far, only child. But
again, we can give up. I could literally find, give me enough time, hundreds of examples where injustices happened to people because they were falsely accused and then they were later exonerated. My point is you're saying that
that
Trump
happens to 63% of black men every year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yes, you can find that people, they get exonerated or overturned on appeal. It happens all the time. I agree.
Yeah. That order that, like you said,
under order of President
An
Trump.
executive order
Mm.
They
targeted
want hunted.
international students for pro-Hamas vandalism and intimidation.
I just
Wow.
found it.
What's the executive order number?
14188.
Signed by President Trump. Additional measures to combat anti-Semitism, strengthens federal efforts against anti-Semitism, particularly on college campuses, by directing agencies to identify legal tools for enforcement. Education Homeland to create a mechanism for monitoring and potentially deporting non-citizens. Order bills on previous to adopt international Holocaust remembrance. White House fact sheet. Okay. So I don't agree with the level that we're involved in Israeli politics. I think Israel is more than capable of taking care of itself without our help.
Cool, but that wasn't the conversation.
That being said, I'm all the way to Section 3, and I do not see anything expressly here that orders to track people down for having pro-Palestinian beliefs. I think I'm just going to be honest. The only way you could look at
Title VI complaints and administrative actions, including K through 12 education related to anti-Semitism, pending or resolved after October 7, 2023. What happened on October 7th?
the Palestinian attack on Israel.
No, not Palestinian. Hamas. A terrorist organization.
Hamas runs the Palestinian government.
Yes, they were elected into office in 2006. What's the average age of the Palestinian of the Gaza Strip?
So.
No. If you don't know, just say I don't know. What's the average age of somebody that lives in Gaza?
I'm going to be honest, it doesn't matter.
It absolutely does. Again, they were elected into power in 2006. Their average age is 19. So you would have to be telling me is that somehow you're blaming Palestinians for the fact that they voted before they were even conceived? Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not saying any of the
No, it
sort.
absolutely does. You said the Palestinians. It is specifically the Hamas, which has been known to be a terrorist organization. It absolutely matters. It is not the Palestinians as a whole. Right now, you sound like an IDF soldier.
What I'm saying, so what you quoted was Section D of Section 3.
I did. I read that specifically. Yeah. When we all know exactly what they're pointing to when it says related to anti-Semitism pending or resolved after October 7, 2023, specifically pointing to the attack on the unfortunate attack on Israel, which should never happen. I absolutely agree. But the point is that executive order was then utilized by Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, to then review and remove revoke visa status of students who participated in pro-Palestine protests. Not pro-Hamas, not pro-terrorism, pro-Palestine. Because people that actually have any level have looked into this even at a surface level, realize that it's not the fault of the Palestinians that their forefathers voted in a terrorist organization to lead, which, mind you, a lot of people don't know this. Before October 7, 2023, the Israeli government funded Hamas.
Okay. And just to the point, you can go down right next one, Section E. I'm going to show you. In addition to identifying relevant authorities to curb or combat anti-Semitism generally required by this section, the Secretary of State, the Secretary of Education, and the Secretary of Homeland Security, in consultation with each other, shall include in their reports recommendations for familiarizing institutions of higher education with the grounds of inadmissibility under 8 U.S.C. 1182, Section A3, so that such institutions may monitor for and report activities by alien students and staff relevant to those grounds grounds and for ensuring that such reports about aliens lead, as appropriate and consistent with applicable law, to investigations and, if warranted, actions to remove such aliens.
Judge rules Trump administration violated the rights of pro-Palestinian protesters October 1st, 2025. Federal judge called the Trump administration's attempts to deport non-citizens because of their Palestinian activism a full-throated assault on the First Amendment. Right? I was Judge Young, right? So then we go down here, and what did it say specifically? President Trump beliefs pose a threat to national security. Trump and his top officials often accuse pro-Palestinian activists of being anti-Semitic and of being supporters of Hamas terrorism. But in his ruling, Judge Young noted the government presented no evidence to back up these claims. So the key question, he wrote, was whether non-citizens legally in the U.S. have the same freedom of speech and, of course, freedom of protest rights as the rest of us. And how he answered that question in writing, quote, "The court answers this constitutional question unequivocally, yes, they do." During Donald Trump's 2024 campaign, Donald Trump told donors that he would, quote, "crush pro-Palestine protests and revoke visas."
So then I would say that that's because the majority of pro-Palestinian arguments and most of pro-Palestinian movements are also anti-Israel.
No, they're not. They're anti the Israeli government. There is a significant distinction.
But even if they were, Audie, if they were, they're allowed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if Israel and the Jewish people are one and the same, right? The people in power are Jewish, right? So you're arguing that the Israeli people are not Jewish.
No, that's not it. You can be critical of the Israeli government, the people that are ruling, without being critical of the Jewish religion. It is not the same.
Correct.
So I can be critical of Palestine without being critical of the Palestinian people.
You can be critical of Hamas.
The governmental structure, sure.
Until they complete their elections. Because they are actually holding elections, and that's awesome.
And if I said something and you needed to determine whether it was pro-Palestinian or pro-Hamas, how would you do that?
Free Palestine, a blanket statement? Is that pro-terrorism or just pro-Palestine?
But a lot of those signs are right next to signs that say from sea to...
From the river to the sea. How is that pro-terrorism?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, how is that pro-terrorism?
That on the map, that's the outline of Israel.
How is that pro-terrorism?
Do you know the whole statement? Do you know the whole statement?
Oh my God.
It's from river to sea, Palestine be free.
Cool. So there is Palestine, and then there's the Gaza Strip. Do you know where the Gaza Strip sits by chance?
On the southern side of that.
In the middle. So they want the Palestinian people free. They want them to not be under the Israeli government's rule. They're the ones who determine the aid. They're the ones who determine whether they come in or out. But again, this was about free speech. I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah, it's like we go from free speech to determining what makes somebody anti-Semitic, I guess.
It's pretzeling. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's true. Let me fix this. Somebody said that your link wasn't working in my description, so I'll fix it for you guys.
I will have to get ready to go soon.
I know.
I'm a mother of two, and I have...
Oh, he hung up. I didn't even notice that. My bad.
Oh, damn!
Here, guys, I am putting Moni's link in the chats right now and pinning it, so you guys could just go to her page there. Y'all know her on Twitch. It's just Moni Duh. And hi, Ren. We love you. Just want to remind everybody on that one. Okay. For the callers that are still in the queue, you heard my co-host she's got to wrap up. She's a stay-at-home mom and got mommy things to do. So this is my little dunk on the person in my comment section that was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you support feminism. That's so disappointing as a leftist." And
Oh no.
they are against women staying at homes. I'm so against women staying at home with their children or keeping up with the household and not being independent from men that I have stay-at-home moms on my platform. She's the second stay-at-home mom I've had on my platform. I have what you would consider a trad wife next week.
Yep.
So I am so against people doing what they want to do. That
That's feminism, y'all.
Yeah, I'm so against it that I'm hosting them. And lovely Mia, you can now be at least muted for a bit for being ableist because we don't allow the isms in the chat.
Every single time.
Y'all are extra. Here you go. I'll help you out here. Bye, Pookie, with your ableism. We don't do that. Guys, if you have not already followed Moni or hit subscribe, go do it now. Her link is pinned in the comments on the YouTube. You guys have her right here on my panel on TikTok. Hit that follow button. If you haven't hit that follow button or hit subscribe to me, go ahead and do that right now. All right? And to be clear, guys, it's not our Mia. All right? Not our Mia. It was a different Mia. I just realized belatedly that
that they were named Mia.
That I read the whole username out and that's what it was. Mia, go get started.
Yeah, go. Mia, go.
Go.
I need something to listen to.
Yeah, we got to do things. But that was crazy. Guys, it's very similar in the United States that me or you or anyone that is being critical of our government or our governmental structure or the people that are sitting in elected offices does not make us anti-American. It doesn't, right? Because if that was the case, how about, let's just say the 50 million of you that were out there chanting, "Let's go Brandon, fuck Joe Biden," right? All of you people that spoke out and criticized Joe Biden, well, by your own logic, if I am anti-American by speaking out against Donald Trump, I have news for you. So are you. That's not how this works. Nope. Yeah, they bought merch. You guys literally went out and bought merch of "Let's Go Brandon."
Because you couldn't cuss, I guess.
Because you couldn't cuss. Yeah, like so weird. You guys bought merch for that shit. Also, we just need $8 more to finish off the live goal. I know somebody's got $8 to send to Cash App or Venmo. It's Mermaid RE0 everywhere. Scott said, here is a good thing that Dumper has done good for Canada is he has made Canada one of the best, if not the best nation in the world. DJT, please keep forgetting to wipe your ass. TDS stands for Trump Dementia Symptoms.
Did you see what Rod Stewart said by chance?
No.
So Rod Stewart, he's British, obviously, and he was shaking hands with the king, and he was like, "Great job over in the States. You put that little rat bag in his place," and the king laughed.
Damn, that's hilarious, actually. I did like this one from the guy, his kid coming up, be like, "Mom needs help with the groceries," and then I kid you not, everybody in the chat was like, "Are you gonna help your wife with the groceries?" I bet her back's hurting. Like they were just going off like, "So about your wife?" I forgot about her. But that was towards him saying that I love my wife, but I will still question something or whatever he used for that.
Yeah, she's not an angel or whatever.
Yeah, like I'll still question her decision.
As she's buying the groceries and coming home, and you're sitting and sure.
Yeah, you're still talking to somebody on the phone. Yeah, he definitely got yelled at. That's why he left. USA is like a well-used outhouse with Trump. Moose, thank you for the New Zealand 20, says, okay, why do all you Republicans think deregulated everything you get your hands on is a good thing. Deregulation means those companies have less incentive to produce safe and healthy products for consumption by people. Scott, again, MAGA, the closet for gay male Republicans. Yeep. Kazoo? I think I said Kaz. I'm just going to call you Kaz. I'm sorry. Nation of hypocrites and idiots. Love the show. Appreciate the labor. Thank you.
W.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't work for free, guys. All right. That's when I say this education is not free. That's what I mean. It's about the labor. Don't make me work for free. All right. And I'm getting you verified, Andrea. There you go. All right. Cool beans. Okay. I was waiting to see if the last 8, but that's okay. Let me see if Mia is live on her tubes yet. Oh, did I miss a new member? Thank you if I missed a new member. I know I highlighted someone earlier for sending one, but I didn't think it. I think it was renewed. That's what it was. There you are. All right. YouTube, have a good night. I'll be back on live tomorrow by myself, which just so you guys know, everywhere, you'll start seeing more of these. You will probably see me co-hosting on my channel twice a week. I know this is news to you. This is news to everybody. I haven't told anybody this. So I plan on offering additional dates to the people that I've already included. And if they recommend somebody to join, I might include somebody else as well. That's my group chat's going to become a server. I swear to God. Thank you, Nicole, for the $9.99. W Stream, you two are great together. Thank you, Jeff. We really appreciate that. They call him King Daddy is Home, MAGA plus LA. Magala? Yeah.
Magala.
Magala.